And a very pleasant good evening from the Whitesville Trinity High School in Whitesville, Kentucky, where it's the first of two games tonight in a basketball doubleheader as the Breckinridge County Lady Tigers will take on the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity High School. Hello again, everyone. This is Lee Bramlett. Breckinridge County comes into tonight's ball game at 1-1 on the season following they lost to Franklin County down at the Owensboro Sports Center on Saturday afternoon. They take on a Whitesville Trinity that is looking for their first win in their fourth game of the season. As we mentioned, it is the first of two here tonight. Coming up a little later in the evening, it is the Fighting Tigers back in action as they will take on the Raiders coming up. Tentative start time for that game is around 7 o'clock this evening. We're about 10 minutes away from the start of tonight's matchup between the Lady Tigers and Lady Raiders. Our pregame show coverage continues. Brought to you by the home folks of Hardinsburg Tire Service. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
At Wright Implement, you'll find the full line of John Deere mowers, gators, tractors, ag equipment, John Deere apparel, toys, and more, along with a complete line of Steel and Honda power equipment. And we have a parts and service department that's second to none. Wright Implement has 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana to serve you. The right equipment, the right service, and always the right price. Wright Implement, serving great customers like you since 1936. Online at wrightimp.com.
Welcome back to Whitesville Trinity High School. Lee Bramlett with you as we are set for the first of two games tonight. The Lady Tigers and the Lady Raiders set to square off here in just a couple of minutes. We're getting the substitute introductions of the starting lineups. Caroline Lucas being introduced right now, followed by Elizabeth Grimes. Also into the lineup, Kaylee Huffines being introduced into the lineup. Josie Mitchum next to be introduced. And Kylie Carby the last to be introduced into the lineup for Breckinridge County, as now the introduction of the lineups for Whitesville Trinity. We will try to pick those up as they are introduced by the public address announcer. Sophie Hatfield, number 1, is a 5'4", 7th grader. Number 5, Emily McDaniel, 5'1", and a sophomore. Sarah Payne, 5'6", sophomore. Josie All, the 5'3" senior, the lone senior on this squad. And Kenzie McDowell is the 5th starter, the 5'6" sophomore, wearing number 33. So all, Emily McDaniel, Sarah Payne, Kenzie McDowell, and Sophie Hatfield, the starters for Whitesville Trinity, with a record of 0-3, coached by Emily Hernandez. Breckinridge County dressed in road black with white and maroon trim. Whitesville Trinity dressed in home white with black and blue trim. Breckinridge County will be moving away from us as we are stationed at the south end, or the west end rather, of the gym here at Whitesville Trinity. They'll be moving away from us to start the game. Whitesville Trinity with the basketball will be moving toward us. Lady Raiders with the basketball, all with it being guarded by Elizabeth Grimes. All angles to the left. Gets the ball to Hatfield. Back to All guarded by Grimes. Lady Tigers showing man-to-man, at least to start the game. They get the ball down low. McDaniel back out front. Here's a 12-foot jumper on the way, no good. Ball knocked away, picked up by Whitesville Trinity. Scramble for the basketball, picked up again by Trinity as they go to the boards and put it up and in as Sarah Payne goes to rebound. Lady Tigers struggle on the boards in that first segment, and Whitesville has taken a 2-0 lead in this ball game. Breckinridge County's first offensive possession of the night. Here's Grimes with it out front of the top of the key. They will come out and challenge her. Here's Grimes driving down the lane. Bounce pass over to Carby on the right side. Huffines kicks it over to Lucas. Lucas drives, cut off of the baseline, kicks it back to Huffines to the paint. Back to Carby. Carby hands it off to Grimes. Grimes out front to Lucas. Now Mitchum with it on the left side. Huffines with it on the baseline, left side. Looking cross-court pass. Finds Mitchum. Mitchum drives the baseline, kicks it out. Carby squares. Three-pointer on the way. Got it. Joe Benebaco, plumbing and rental, three-point basket for Kylie Carby. And it gives Breckinridge County their first lead of the night at 3-2. 6:27 to go here in the opening quarter. Trinity breaks the press. Hatfield with the basketball, caught in a double team now, has the ball knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Raiders. Side front court for Whitesville. The inbounds will be McDowell, guarded by Caroline Lucas. They'll bring the ball in. Out front, All takes it. Cut off by Caroline Lucas. Out front, Emily McDaniel with it. McDaniel gets the ball to Hatfield, being guarded by Josie Mitchum. They'll hand the ball off to All. We're 2 minutes into the ball game. Breckenridge County leads 3-2. Here's a drive, pull up 15-footer on the way, good by Kenzie McDowell. Whitesville Trinity retakes the lead at 4-3. 5:48 to go here in the opening quarter. Huffines kicks the ball over to Mitchum. Mitchum steps inside, arching 8-footer, no good. A rebound comes down to McDaniel for Whitesville Trinity. All will come into the front court for the Lady Raiders. All pulls up 17-footer on the way, short. Rebound fought for Huffines. Battles for it, has it knocked out of her hands. Picked up by Whitesville, shot partially blocked, but underneath McDaniel, can't make the rebound. We get a whistle and a foul against Whitesville Trinity. Believe that will be on Sophie Hatfield. She picks up her first. That'll be the team first against Whitesville Trinity. Breckenridge County will bring the ball the length of the floor. 5:22 remaining in the opening quarter. Trinity leads Breckenridge County 4-3. Caroline Lucas with it on the left side, brings it back over to Grimes. Grimes dribbles to the right, now back to the left, gets to the lane, splits the defenders, puts up the shot, off the side of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, Grimes gets it back, knocked out of her hands, but she is fouled by Trinity. Foul is going to be on number 11, Sarah Payne. That'll be her first, team second against the Lady Raiders. Grimes will head to the free throw stripe for a pair of free throws. 5:07 to go here in the opening frame here in Whitesville. Grimes' first free throw on the way, no good. Caught the left side, took a high bounce, then fell to the side. Grimes had 19 in the opener against Grayson County. Second free throw is good. Whitesville Trinity basketball facing the zone press from the Lady Tigers. We get a whistle and a timeout for Whitesville Trinity. They will take their first timeout of the game. It comes at 4:58 to go here in the opening quarter, tied at 4.
How many times have you called someplace and heard this?
For customer service, press 1.
At First State Bank, when you call one of their 3 locations, you'll hear this.
First State Bank, this is Michelle. How may I help you?
From opening a checking or savings account to home or commercial loans, you'll get a friendly voice ready to assist with your banking needs. Call or stop by today and find out why for more than 100 years, First State Bank, where your friends bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at firststatebankky.com.
As we come back to play, Breckenridge County has scored back-to-back baskets here, and they have now taken an 8-4 lead over Whitesville Trinity as the press creating some opportunities, but at the other end, as we come back, Josie All knocks down a three-pointer, and that pulls Whitesville Trinity back to within 1 at 8-7. And a turnover will give the ball right back to the Lady Raiders as the ball went out of bounds. It will be Whitesville Trinity basketball under 4 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Breckenridge County leads 8-7. Almost a turnover there. Whitesville Trinity saves the possession. Here's a jumper on the way, no good. Race for the rebound, pulled down by Elizabeth Grimes for Breckenridge County. Lady Tigers on the run. Grimes goes to the right side, kicks it over to Mitchum, but she travels with the basketball. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, coming back up the floor. Breckenridge County with the basketball at 3:22 remaining here in the opening quarter. Ball gets knocked away. Grimes able to rescue it. Here is Mitchum out front. Huffines at the free throw line. Kicks it over to Lucas. Lucas drives down the paint, pulls up the jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to all for Whitesville Trinity. Ball gets knocked around, picked up by the Lady Raiders. Here's a shot no good by Kylie Hatfield, number 40, but is fouled by Breckenridge County. Foul's going to be on Josie Mitchum. That'll be her first, team first, as Hatfield knocks down the free throw. Ties the game at 8. Second free throw by Hatfield is no good. Rebound comes down to Rowan Ratajkowski in the lineup for Breckenridge County. Lady Tigers with the basketball. Grimes has it knocked out of her hands, gives it back to Ratajkowski. Grimes with it. Kicks it over in the corner. Lucas with it out front to Grimes. Grimes to Ratajkowski on the left side. Drives the baseline cut off. Kicks it back to Grimes. Cross-court pass. Here is Carby driving to the basket. Puts it off the glass too strong. Huffines gets the rebound. Goes back up. Can't get the shot to go. Fight for the rebound. Still being fought for. Huffines gets it and is fouled by Whitesville Trinity. Foul is going to be on Sarah Payne. That'll be her second. The team third against the Lady Raiders. Inbounds comes into Lucas, who puts up the shot no good. Got a lane to the basket. Shot came up a little short. All will come down with it for Whitesville Trinity with 2:17 left to go here in the opening quarter. Here's a jumper on the way. Good by All. All with 5 points of the ball game. Whitesville Trinity takes the lead back at 10-8. 2:05 remaining here in the opening quarter. Lucas with the basketball left side for Breckenridge County. Carby, they get the ball down low, intended for Huffines, but the pass is too strong. Goes over her head. And back to Whitesville Trinity. Adeline Mormon will check into the lineup for Breckenridge County, number 4. Lady Raiders facing the zone press by Breckenridge County. All across the time stripe, being guarded by Adeline Mormon. 1:45 left to go here in the first half. All brings it back to balance the floor to the top of the key, looking for a couple players inside, cut off by Breckenridge County. McDowell with it for Whitesville Trinity, back to All. 1:30 left to go here in the opening quarter. All pulls up, three-pointer on the way, that is no good. Rebound comes down to Ratajkowski for Breckenridge County. Lady Tigers on the run going the other way. Here's Grimes trying to drive. Kicks it over to Carby. Squares. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound Huffines for Breckenridge County. Ball goes to the floor. We get an alt jump ball, and the alternating possession would favor Breckenridge County. Substitution into the lineup for Whitesville Trinity is Ella Morris, number 23. 1:14 left to go here in the opening quarter. Tigers trail 10-8 to Whitesville Trinity. Inbounds comes into Huffines. Huffines pulls up, 5-footer on the way short. Rebound comes down to Whitesville Trinity. Here's McDowell racing into the front court with it. Caught on the double team. Grimes knocks it away. Scramble. Ball goes to the floor. And we'll get a jump ball. The alternating possession should favor Whitesville Trinity with 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. Inbounds. All with it for Whitesville Trinity. All looking, brings it in. Here's the ball knocked away from Morris, picked up by Breckenridge County's Kylie Carby. Carby drives the basket, puts it up and in, and draws the foul. Carby with her 5th point of the ball game, ties the game at 10. Foul is going to be on Emily McDaniel. That'll be her 4th. Carby will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. One more at attempt here. Carvey shot no good. Rebound fought for, scramble picked up by Whitesville Trinity as we're inside the final minute of this opening quarter of play, tied at 10. All with the basketball for Whitesville Trinity. All looking, gets the ball to McDaniel. McDaniel looking, gets the ball back to Morris. Here's a three-point attempt on the way short. Rebound, Whitesville Trinity. Ball knocked away. It is McDaniel unable to come up with the ball. We get a whistle and a reach-in on Whitesville Trinity. That will be on Kenzie McDowell. That would be her first, team fifth on the Lady Raiders. Breckenridge County's basketball to bring the length of the floor with 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Tied at 10. Ratajkowski with it, down to 10 seconds. Cross-court pass intended for Mormon, but the pass strong and just wide. So with 9.4 seconds remaining, Whitesville Trinity will get the ball back for one final possession here in the quarter. All with it, down to 7 seconds, down to 6, down to 5, down to 3, all with it to the right side, looking, gets the ball over, time runs out at the end of one. We're tied at 10. Tonight's first quarter brought to you by Commonwealth Machining. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and the 104.3 The River mobile app.
So you've heard us talking about Brandenburg Telecom. We could have chosen any other provider for our phone, internet, TV, and security service, but we chose Brandenburg Telecom.
It is not hard to find a good deal these days. What it is hard to find is a provider that delivers the best value of service. That's exactly what we're getting with Brandenburg Telecom.
They don't trick you with introductory rates.
They don't keep you waiting for service or waiting on the phone.
When they say they're going to do something, they do it.
Brandenburg Telecom are people who live
And work.
And play in my community.
they're a part of this community, and that's why they care.
If you only have one service with Brandenburg Telecom, you're missing out on their other great services.
Give them a chance.
You won't be disappointed. I'm ready for the burger.
Back with you, second quarter underway here at Whitesville Trinity High School. It is tied at 10. Lady Tigers with the basketball. Here is Grimes going to launch a three from the left side. Good. A Joe Bettabaco Plumbing and Rental three-point basket for Elizabeth Grimes, unofficially now with 8 points in the ball game. Make it 13-10. Breckenridge County with the lead. Here is All driving down the lane, puts up the shot, no good, and draws the foul. So Whitesville Trinity will go back to the line. All with 2 free throws. First one on the way is good. All has 6 points in the ball game. Pulls Whitesville Trinity back to within 1 at 13-11. One more attempt upcoming. Free throw on the way is good. (13-12). Breckenridge County's lead is at 1. Huffines with the basketball. Ball goes to the floor. Pulled away by Whitesville Trinity's Sophie Hatfield. Whitesville with the basketball. Here is McDowell with it. McDowell over to Payne. Payne forces up the shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Josie Mitchum for Breckenridge County. Going the other way, here's Caroline Lucas with it. Lucas drives into the paint. Cut off, dishes off. Huffines 8-footer on the way. No good. Rebound comes down to Kenzie McDowell for Whitesville Trinity. Into the front court with it. Here is McDowell, kicks it back out front. And we get a foul. Substitutions, Ratajkowski will come into the ball game. Foul is going to be on Kaylee Huffines. That'll be her first. Team second. They lob the ball into All with 6:37 to go here until halftime. Here's the ball intercepted, picked off by Carby. Carby will race down to the other end, puts up the shot, up and in. Carby with 7 points in the ball game. Breckenridge County out to a 3-point lead at 15-12. Whitesville Trinity breaks the press at the other end. Ball knocked away. Grimes and Ratajkowski tie it up. And the alternating possession will favor Whitesville Trinity. Inbounds by Whitesville Trinity. Payne looking for someone to get it in. Ball knocked away. It's picked up by Caroline Lucas. Lucas will run out to the other end, lays it up too strong, but draws the foul from Trinity. And she will go to the line with 6:14 left to go here in the opening quarter. Foul's going to be on Emily McDaniel. That'll be her first. The team's sixth. Caroline Lucas will go to the free throw stripe. First free throw is good for Lucas's first point of the night. Gives Breckenridge County their biggest lead of the night at 16-12. Another free throw upcoming for Breckenridge County. Lucas is on the way, and the shot is no good. Rebound fought for out of bounds. But the Lady Tigers will retain possession. 6:13 to go here in the first half. 16-12. Breckenridge County up by 4 with their biggest lead of the night. Carby brings it into Lucas, kicks it to the corner. Mormon will try a three from the right side. Too strong. Rebound raced down by Kylie Carby out front to Caroline Lucas. Now Mormon with it on the right side. Back out front. Lucas able to track it down. 6 minutes to go until halftime. Huffines with the basketball left side. Hands the ball back to Carby. Carby goes on the dribble, cut off at the baseline, out to Mormon. Mormon bounce pass, gets it to Huffines, puts up the shot off balance, doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Hatfield, Kyrie Hatfield for Whitesville Trinity. Running the other way, here is Payne, but is blocked by Carby. That'll be on Kylie Carby for her first. Team fourth, shot partially blocked inbounds. Actually, the ball was actually blocked out of bounds. Nice catch by Payne. Problem was, she was on the wrong side of the baseline. So turnover gives the ball back to Breckenridge County with 5:38 to go here in the opening half of play. Lady Tigers up 18-12. Carby with the basketball, gets it to Mormon. Mormon, cross court, Ratajkowski with it. Ratajkowski kicks it over to Lucas in the left corner, gets the ball down low. Ratajkowski out front to Carby. Carby drives the basket, baseline in. That one rattled around, but finally fell through for Carby's 7th or 9th point of the night. Breckenridge County now leads 18-12, 5:10 to go here in the opening half of play. Shot partially blocked, rebound comes down to Trinity. Kyrie Hatfield has her shot blocked. Sophie Hatfield tries a shot that's blocked. Here's another attempt. This is going to be blocked, but foul this time. I believe they will get Carby with the foul. We'll wait and see as the official takes his time and heads over to the scorer's table. Actually, he'll signal the foul on Kaylee Huffines, and that will be 2 on Huffines. First free throw is good by Kenzie McDowell for her 3rd point of the ball game. Whitesville Trinity has hit all 4 of their attempts of this ball game. They've cut the deficit down to 5 with 5 minutes even to go until halftime. McDowell with 3 points in the ball game, make it 4 as she hits the second. 5'6" sophomore with 4 points. Breckenridge County's lead at 4, 18-14, under 5 to go here in the first half. Lucas with the basketball, left side for Breckenridge County. Huffines, 15-footer baseline, too strong. Grimes getting back in the ball game, collects the rebound. Here's Mormon going to try a three-pointer, no good. Rebound fought for. Caroline Lucas controls for Breckenridge County. Cross-court pass. Here's Grimes from the right wing. 3 doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Whitesville Trinity's Nevaeh Mills. And we get a foul on Breckenridge County. That'll be on Adeline Mormon. That'll be her first. The team 5th against, actually they are calling it the 6th against the Lady Tigers. 4:33 left to go here in the first half. Breckenridge County up by 4. But it has been a struggle as Whitesville Trinity has hung around in this ball game to start. Lady Tigers have struggled to some extent with their shooting. Here's All pulls up with a jumper. Breckenridge County bench was calling that one as they get All with the push-off. She used the forearm to try to clear some space and got caught, so All picks up her first. The team's 7th against Whitesville Trinity. Player control foul gives the ball back to Breckinridge County with 4:19 left to go here in the first half. Lady Tigers 18, Whitesville Trinity 14. Grimes with the basketball for Breckinridge County, kicks it over to Carby. Carby looking, lobs the ball down low to Huffines. Huffines spins, puts up the short jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to All for Whitesville Trinity. All across the time stripe, being guarded by Elizabeth Grimes, goes coast to coast, has the shot blocked. Ball knocked out of bounds and will stay with Whitesville Trinity. All got a lane to the basket. Breckinridge County was able to get a hand on the ball to knock it down. Emily McDaniel will inbounds just underneath the basket for Whitesville Trinity. Here's the ball out of bounds. Was trying to get it to Mills, but the ball went off of her leg. But before anything else happens, we're going to get a timeout. Breckinridge County, 3:51 to go here in the first half. Breckinridge County 18, Whitesville Trinity 14. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
Experience the difference of the Big Green Egg ceramic cooker from Irvington Gas Company. It's a smoker, a grill, and oven, all in one. It's easy to start, reaching cooking temperatures in just 10 minutes with temperature control so you can cook to perfection. It's safer to use and it's easy to clean up. Stop by Irvington Gas Company on Highway 79 to see the Big Green Egg and other gas grills available. Irvington Gas Company, serving this area for more than 75 years.
Lady Tigers have outscored Whitesville Trinity 8-4 here in this quarter. In fact, they've held the Lady Raiders without a basket now for 4 minutes and 9 seconds of the quarter. However, Whitesville stayed in the ball game from the free throw line as they have converted on all 5 of their free throw attempts of the game, 4 here in this quarter. But the Lady Tigers hold an 18-14 lead. They've led by as many as 6 in the ball game. Whitesville Trinity has held leads at 2-0 and at 10-8. Kylie Carby will inbounds to Elizabeth Grimes to take the ball the length of the floor. It's like 1-2-2 maybe for Whitesville Trinity in zone. Lucas gets the ball to Carby. Here's Mitchum with it down in the corner, out front to Lucas. Lucas gets in the paint, pulls up, 15-footer off balance, no good, but was pushed. And she will head to the line. Foul is going to be on Whitesville Trinity's Sarah Payne. That'll be her 3rd. The team 8th against the Lady Raiders. And Lucas goes back to the line. She's 1 of 2 on the night. Free throw is no good. Has 1 point in the ball game. Sophie Hatfield back in the ball game for Trinity. Another attempt on the way for Lucas. 1 of 3 on the night. This one falls through for her 2nd point of the ball game. Gives Breckinridge County a 5-point lead at 19-14. Whitesville Trinity facing zone pressure. Caught in the double team. Whitesville Trinity escapes, but not before Breckinridge County commits the foul. Foul is going to be on Josie Mitchum. Josie Mitchum picks up her 3rd. So at the line, Whitesville Trinity with the bonus, as it will be Kenzie McDowell, who made 2 free throws earlier in the quarter. Steps up with 3:26 to go. First free throw good. Whitesville Trinity right now holding in this game from the free throw line. They've made all 5 of their free throws in the quarter. Ratajkowski into the ball game for Breckinridge County. 2nd free throw on the way by McDowell is good. McDowell with 6 points in the ball game. Whitesville Trinity will take their 2nd timeout, a full timeout. It comes at 3:26 to go in the first half. Breckinridge County 19, Whitesville Trinity 16. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
If you need home medical equipment, rely on Taylor Pharmacy. They deliver home medical equipment such as oxygen, lift chairs, hospital beds, and CPAP machines to Breckenridge and surrounding counties. They have everything a patient needs for recuperating at home. Taylor Pharmacy does so much more than fill prescriptions. They carry a full line of diabetic chews, have a gift department, and of course make delicious tailor-made fudge in a variety of flavors that include sugar-free. Stop by Taylor Pharmacy in Hardinsburg and see why your family and the Taylor Pharmacy family make a good team.
26 remaining here in the first half of play. Whitesville Trinity takes their second timeout of the half. It will be Breckenridge County basketball to bring the length of the floor. Kylie Carby to bring the ball inbounds for Breckenridge County. She'll get it to Elizabeth Grimes. Also in the lineup, Rowan Ratajkowski, Caroline Lucas, and Kaylee Huffines. Whitesville Trinity with Sophie Hatfield, Josie All, Emily McDaniel, Kyrie Hatfield. As Breckenridge County tries the ball around the perimeter, here's Huffines with it. Huffines spins, gets the shot up and in. It's been a challenge tonight for Kaylee trying to find that shot, but picks up her first basket of the ball game. And it gives Breckenridge County a 5-point lead at 21-16. Ball batted away, intercepted by Rowan Ratajkowski. Lady Tigers come back the other way under 3 minutes to go here in the half. Grimes with the basketball, kicks it out front to Carby. Down low to Huffines. Huffines spins, double team, fights her way through, puts up the shot, front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Whitesville Trinity. Lady Raiders with the basketball. Ball knocked away, picked up by Breckenridge County. Carby tries to drive to the basket. Knocked away from her, will get a foul on Whitesville Trinity. Foul is going to be on Whitesville Trinity's Kenzie McDowell. That'll be her second. So Kylie Carby will go to the free throw stripe. Carby with one of the bonus here with 2:29 left to go in the first half. Breckenridge County up by 5. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Whitesville Trinity. Across the time stripe. All with it for the Lady Raiders. Again, we're stationed in the west end zone here. So Whitesville Trinity coming to us as they move the ball down in the paint. Here's a jumper on the way, front of the rim, no good. Caroline Lucas corrals the rebound, goes to the floor. No call as Carby will race into the front court for Breckenridge County. Lady Tigers have held the Raiders without a field goal now for 6 minutes in this quarter. Here's a short jumper on the way by Grimes, no good. Rebound attempt, but a foul on Breckenridge County. That'll be on Rowan Ratajkowski as she picks up her first, the team 8th, so we'll head to the other end to shoot free throws. 1:54 left to go here in the first half. Breckenridge County's lead is at 5. All will go to the line where she's made 2 of her free throw attempts on the evening. First free throw on the way. This one is good. 3 of 3 now for All. She has 8 points in the ball game. Pulls Whitesville Trinity to within 4 at 21-17. Second attempt on the way, no good. First miss of the night. Rebound comes down to Kaylee Huffines. Lady Tigers trying to get a breakout going here. Carby drives on the right side, dishes the ball off to Grimes. Grimes bluffs the shot, now steps inside. Hands to Huffines, but we get a whistle to the foul on Whitesville Trinity. Foul on the Lady Raiders will be number 5, Emily McDaniel. She picks up her third. So to the line, Elizabeth Grimes will get 2 shots. Grimes with 8 points of the ball game by my book. First free throw by Grimes is no good. Lady Tigers continue to struggle from the free throw line. Substitutions into the ball game. Adeline Mormon back in for Breckenridge County. Lady Raiders bring number 23, Ella Morrison, to the lineup. Free throw, second attempt is good by Grimes. Lady Tigers back to a 5-point lead at 22-17. Here's a steal on the inbounds, fight for the rebound. Lucas tries to race it down, but it's rescued by Whitesville Trinity. Full court pressure causing some problems, but Lady Raiders avoid damage there as Breckenridge County unable to take advantage. Down to 1:25 to go here in the first half. All with the basketball with it for Whitesville Trinity, met by Grimes. All gets the ball away to Morris. Back out front, All takes it with a minute 12 to go here in the quarter. All with it, left side, guarded by Lucas. They get the ball to McDaniel. Shot all the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Kaylee Huffines. Lady Tigers running the other way. Here is Lucas driving to the basket, lays it off the glass and in. Caroline Lucas with her 4th point of the ball game. Breckenridge County enjoying their longest lead of the night at 24-17 inside the final minute of this opening half. Into the front court, Whitesville Trinity player dribbles it off her leg and out of bounds. McDowell was heading down the sideline. Just simply dribbled it off her leg out of bounds. Breckenridge County forces the turnover and gets the ball back with 40 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Lady Tigers with a 7-point lead, and with the basketball we get a whistle and an offensive foul on Breckenridge County. Now get an offensive foul on Kaylee Huffines as Huffines picks up her 3rd. So you've got Josie Mitchum with 3, Kaylee Huffines with 3. Across the way for Whitesville Trinity, Emily McDaniel has 3, Sarah Payne has 3. 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. Whitesville Trinity with the basketball, trailing by 7. Here's an errant pass picked off by Kylie Carby. Carby driving to the basket, forces up the shot, gets it to roll in. Solid quarter here for Kylie Carby, showing her with 11 points of the ball game. Breckenridge County has their biggest lead of the night now as it up to 9, 26-17. Pressure defense starting to take its toll a bit on Whitesville Trinity. Down to 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. And a 10-second violation against Whitesville Trinity. So the Lady Tiger defense forces the turnover. We'll get a substitution. Ashley Hinton, number 22, into the lineup for Breckenridge County. The 5'10.5" sophomore replaces Huffines with those 3 fouls. 6.8 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Grimes with the basketball, kicks it over to Mormon. Mormon squares, 3 from the right side is an air ball, and that will do it for the quarter. So Breckenridge County will take a 9-point lead into the locker room at halftime. Breckenridge County 26, Whitesville Trinity 17. Tonight's second quarter brought to you by Hardensburg Nursing and Rehab. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River at WXBC1043.com.
Bluegrass Lumber and Hardware is proud to support Fighting Tiger football. Bluegrass Lumber is your local source for home interior products. Our full-service kitchen cabinetry program will take you from measurement to design to installation. Combined with our selection of beautiful, durable LVT flooring, custom-fit countertops, and vibrant PPG Porter paint, we can help bring your home to life. Stop by and see us at Bluegrass Lumber on Highway 60 in Hardensburg. Best of luck to quarterback Parker Davis and the Fighting Tigers this season from all of us at Bluegrass Lumber.
Halftime at Whitesville Trinity High School. Lee Bramlett with you, where the Breckenridge County Lady Tigers lead the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity 26-17. A back-and-forth affair in the opening quarter with 3 ties in the ball game at 4, 8, and 10 to end the quarter. Breckenridge County took the lead at 13-10 on a 3-pointer and never trailed the rest of the half. In fact, holding Whitesville Trinity to without a field goal that entire second quarter. However, the Lady Raiders were able to stay in the ball game, going 7 of 8 from the free throw line. But pressure defense forced Whitesville Trinity into turnovers, and the Lady Tigers were able to make some baskets down the stretch to pull away in this game. And they currently enjoy a 9-point lead here at the midway mark, 26-17 over Whitesville Trinity. Tonight's halftime show brought to you by JLM Services on Ballpark Road. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
It's that time again. Time for the boys of fall to take the field, and time for Jobin Tobacco to help you get your job done. There's no job too big or small for JBB. We're committed to making sure that our team of operators, drivers, plumbers, staff, and equipment are some of the best in the business. So stop by 214 Old Highway 60 or call us at 756-2946. Jobin Tobacco Plumbing and Rental have been proudly serving and supporting Breckenridge County and the Fighting Tiger football team. From all of us at JBB, go Tigers.
26-17, the halftime score. Lady Tigers leading Whitesville Trinity in the midway point. Unofficial scoring in the ball game showing Kylie Kirby leading the way for Breckenridge County on 4 field goals and 1 Joe Betabacco Plumbing and Rental 3-point basket for 11 points at halftime. 9 in the ball game to Elizabeth Grimes on 2 2-pointers, a 3-pointer, and 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. 4 in the ball game to Caroline Lucas on the field goal, 2 of 4 from the free throw stripe. Kaylee Huffines with 2 points on a second quarter basket rather. Josie Mitchum Rowan Ratajkowski, Adeline Mormon, and Ashley Hinton saw playing time for the Lady Tigers but did not score. For Whitesville Trinity, 4 players getting into the scoring column led by Josie all finishing the half on 8 points with a 3-pointer, a 2-pointer, and 3 of 4 from the free throw stripe. Kenzie McDowell with 6 points at halftime on a field goal, 4 of 4 from the free throw stripe. Sarah Payne with 2 points on a bucket in the first quarter. Kylie Hatfield with 1 point in the ball game, 1 of 2 from the free throw stripe. Emily McDaniel, Sophie Hatfield, Ella Morris, and Nevaeh Mills with playing time for Whitesville Trinity, but did not score. 26-17, the halftime score. Breckenridge County in front of Whitesville Trinity by 9. Foul situation will also be a key here in the second half as some players in some foul trouble for Breckenridge County. It is Josie Mitchum and Kaylee Huffines each with 3 fouls across the way. Emily McDaniel and Sarah Payne with 3 for the Lady Raiders, while Kenzie McDowell has 2 for Whitesville Trinity. As mentioned, it is the first of 2 tonight here at Whitesville Trinity High School. Coming up a little later, approximately 7 o'clock, the Fighting Tigers will take on the Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. We'll be back for all the action and back with you again tomorrow night for 2 more games. Again, a 5:30 start time up at the Sports Center as the Lady Tigers will take on the Lady Aces in the first game. That'll be followed by the Fighting Tigers and the Aces at approximately 7 o'clock. And again, our coverage will begin at around 5:15 tomorrow afternoon. Wednesday afternoon at 5, another edition of Inside Tiger Nation, where we'll be talking with Coach Chad Mormon and Coach Jeff LaGrange about the games from the opening week as well as the upcoming games as we move into weeks 2 and 3. We'll also have roundtable discussion, plenty to talk about in regards to bowl season and the upheaval in the U of L football program that came earlier today. We'll be interested to hear the thoughts of the roundtable on that. Again, that is Inside Tiger Nation coming your way Wednesday afternoon at 5 here on 104.3 The River. We'll wrap up the week Friday with a doubleheader, another district matchup, this time back in the friendly confines of Tiger Arena when the Meade County Lady Waves and Green Waves call. Again, our coverage begins at around 5:15 ahead of the 5:30 girls game with the boys game to follow there. Both teams still back in the locker room where we are at halftime of this game between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Raiders. Breckenridge County pulling away in the second quarter, outscoring Whitesville Trinity 16-7 in that second frame, and they enjoy a 9-point lead going into the locker room.
At Wright Implement, you'll find the full line of John Deere mowers, gators, tractors, ag equipment, John Deere apparel, toys, and more, along with a complete line of Steel and Honda power equipment. And we have a parts and service department that's second to none. Wright Implement has 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana to serve you. The right equipment, the right service, and always the right price. Wright Implement, serving great customers like you since 1936. Online at wrightimp.com.
Back with you here at Whitesville Trinity High School. The score reads Breckenridge County 26, Whitesville Trinity 17. Both teams back out on the floor. Still just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half of this ball game. If you're just coming across the dial, a close game in the early stages as we had 3 ties, the last being at 10 to end the first quarter. Lady Tigers took the lead in the second quarter and have never trailed. They enjoy their biggest lead of the night right now at 26-17. A 7-1 run by the Lady Tigers to close out the quarter has given them a 9-point lead as we head into the second half of play here in just a couple of minutes. Breckenridge County warming up just in front of us here at Whitesville Trinity while the Lady Raiders take the east end of the gym for their final warm-up for the second half. And while they are taking that warm-up, let's go ahead and take another timeout and be back with the second half tip-off coming your way in just a moment. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
How many times have you called someplace and heard this?
For customer service, press 1.
At First State Bank, when you call one of their 3 locations, you'll hear this.
First State Bank, this is Michelle. How may I help you?
From opening a checking or savings account to home or commercial loans, you'll get a friendly voice ready to assist with your banking needs. Call or stop by today and find out why for more than 100 years, First State Bank, where your friends bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at firststatebankky.com.
Second half about to get underway here at Whitesville Trinity High School. Lee Bramlett again with you. 26-17, Lady Tigers breaking the game open in the second quarter of play. Leading scorers of the ball game unofficially Kylie Carby with 11 for Breckenridge County. Josie All with 8 for Whitesville Trinity. Lady Tigers still huddled around Coach Chad Mormon, while the Lady Raiders have already broken from the huddle and head back out. Checking their alignment, looks like they will go with the starting 5 that they began the game with. That would be Josie All, Emily McDaniel, Sarah Payne, Kenzie McDowell, and Sophie Hatfield. Breckenridge County returns with their starting 5, Elizabeth Grimes, Caroline Lucas, Kylie Carby, Josie Mitchum, and Kaylee Huffines. Breckenridge County basketball to bring it to the goal in front of us here. This would be the west end zone of the gym here at Whitesville Trinity. Lucas with the basketball to Huffines. Mitchum with it. Gets the ball to Grimes. Carby, bounce pass down low, puts it to Huffines, gets the bank shot to fall. Huffines with her 4th point of the ball game. Breckenridge County now with a double-digit lead for the first time tonight at 28-17. Of course, the made basket allows for the press. Racing into the front court. Ball almost intercepted, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Whitesville Trinity. Payne was trying to find a player down low. Carby got a hand on it, but could not close it in. And Whitesville Trinity maintains the possession 30 seconds into this third quarter of play. Inbounds, Payne gets the ball back out front to All. All gets the ball. McDowell forces up the shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. Lucas gets it, goes to the floor, and travels. Had 3 Whitesville players around her. They were all fighting for the basketball. 2 of them went down, but since Lucas holding the basketball, she's the one that pays the price for the travel. Inbounds, Whitesville Trinity, 7:18 to go here in the third quarter. Out front, Payne with the basketball. Payne looking, still looking for someone to get it to. Now finally brings it back out to All. All being guarded by Kaylee Huffines, moves off the pick set. Lobs the ball down low to McDowell. McDowell looking on the give and go. They find McDaniel for the basket. First basket in 9 minutes for Whitesville Trinity. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Breckenridge County. 6:50 to go here in the third quarter of play. Kylie Carby to inbounds for the Lady Tigers. They'll bring it into Huffines, who pulls up, short jumper, gets the kind roll. Huffines now with 6 in the ball game. Breckenridge County leads 30-19. Zone pressure defense, and this one facing a potential turnover. Rescued right into the hands of Lucas, who lays it off the glass and in. Caroline Lucas with her 6th point of the ball game. 32-19. Lady Tigers opening to a 13-point lead now. 90 seconds into the quarter. Whitesville breaks the press as they drive. Shot blocked by Huffines, who collects the loose ball. Carby with it for Breckenridge County. Quickly ahead to Elizabeth Grimes. Grimes working against All. Kicks it back out to Carby. Carby, free throw line, drives in the lane, puts it up and in. 13 for Carby, and Breckenridge County now up 34-19. 6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Payne gets the ball to All. Whitesville Trinity manages to break the press down to the other end. Ball gets blocked away. Picked up by Breckenridge County's Kylie Carby. Lady Tigers into the front court. Here is Huffines. Pass just a little wide for her, and it's picked up by Josie All. All races into the front court. Now caught on a double team. Now has to get the ball away. And it's rescued by McDowell. Here's a jumper on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kylie Carby for Breckenridge County. Quickly ahead, Elizabeth Grimes with it. Gets past All. Back out front, Mitchum squares. Three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound down to All for Whitesville Trinity. All lobs the ball ahead. Back to McDowell. McDowell back to All with 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. 8-2 run to start the quarter by Breckenridge County. Mitchum guarding Payne and forces a 5-second call. Substitution, Morris will come into the game for Whitesville Trinity. 5-3 left to go here in this third quarter. Breckenridge County 34, Whitesville Trinity 19. Lady Tigers starting to break the game open here as Elizabeth Grimes will bring the ball across the time stripe for Breckenridge County. Lucas takes it, gets it to Mitchum. Mitchum pulls up, baseline 15-footer too strong. Rebound going to be tracked down by Josie All. Has the ball back to Payne. 4:43 remaining here in the third quarter. Pass is intercepted as nope. Josie Mitchum was going for it, got a hand on it, knocked it away and out of bounds. So Whitesville Trinity will reset on the baseline just underneath their own basket with 4:39 remaining here in the third quarter. Lady Tigers with their biggest lead of the night. Here is a jumper on the way, no good by Trinity. Rebound comes down to Caroline Lucas. Lucas has to fight it away from Payne. Now Elizabeth Grimes in the front court for Breckinridge County. Lucas with it. Mitchum on the left side gets the ball down low to Huffines in the paint. And before the basket, double dribble is the call. So turnover gives it back to Whitesville Trinity. All with it. Again, zone pressure being employed by Breckinridge County. Payne will bring it up the floor. Beats the defender. Ball gets knocked away and picked up by Grimes. Quickly ahead to Lucas. Lucas goes to the basket to the other end, puts it up and in, and draws a foul. Basket good by Caroline Lucas for her 8th point of the night. That makes it 36-19. Foul's going to be on Josie All, who picks up her second, team first of the second half. Josie Mitchum checks out. Rowan Ratajczewski checks in. Lucas tries to complete the three-point play. Too strong, but gets her own miss. Kicks the ball over to Ratajczewski. Ratajczewski drives, spins, kicks it out front. Carby with it. Lady Tigers with the basketball. Here's Grimes going to try a three from the right side. No good. Rebound comes down to All for Whitesville Trinity. Halfway through this third quarter, Breckinridge County leading by 17. Shot partially blocked by Whitesville Trinity. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Raiders. Whitesville Trinity now one field goal in 12 minutes plus in the second and third quarters. Inbounds comes in to All for Trinity. Josie All kicks the ball back to Morris. Here's the pass intercepted. Lucas able to grab it. Whitesville fans wanted to travel. No such luck as Lucas goes coast to coast and lays it up for her 10th point of the ball game. Lady Tigers now out 38-19, under 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. Into the front court, Whitesville Trinity with the basketball. McDaniel with it, gets the ball back to All. Here's McDaniel down to the paint. Here's Payne, pulls up 12-footer all the way, off balance, no good. Huffines collects the rebound for Breckinridge County. Grimes will come into the front court, Carby with it. Carby has the ball knocked away, picked up by Morris for Whitesville Trinity. Now the Lady Raiders on the run. Here is Payne, bounce pass, finds All underneath, who puts it up and in. Josie All with her 10th point of the ball game. Makes it 38-21. Breckinridge County with the lead, under 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Carby gets the ball to Huffines, puts it off the glass and in. Strong move inside for Huffines. Comes up with her 8th point of the night. Breckinridge County 40, Whitesville Trinity 21, under 2.5 minutes as here's the pass intercepted. Carby got a hand on it, was heading up the sideline, just could not retain possession, and the ball comes back to Whitesville Trinity. Adeline Mormon will check in for Breckinridge County. Kylie Hatfield checks in for Whitesville Trinity with 2:33 left to go here in the quarter. All takes the basketball, being guarded by Elizabeth Grimes. All across the time stripe. Able to maintain the dribble, hands the ball off to McDaniel. All with it, left side, gets the ball down low. Here's the shot up, no good by McDowell, but draws the foul from Breckinridge County. Foul will be on Rowan Ratajczewski. That will be her second. Just the team first of the second half, but in the act of shooting, that will send McDaniel to the free throw stripe, or McDowell rather. McDowell 5 of 5 on the night, hits the first free throw. Pulls Whitesville to within 40-22, misses the second free throw. Rebound comes down to Ashley Henton, who's into the ball game for the first time or second time tonight. Lady Tigers with the basketball. Ratajczewski drives in the lane, tries to get the runner not to go. Rebound was collected by Emily Hinton, but Hinton stepped on the baseline. And the ball comes back to Whitesville Trinity with 2:01 remaining here in the third quarter. Breckenridge County has Adeline Mormon, Ashley and Emily Hinton, Elizabeth Grimes and Rowan Ratajkowski in the lineup as they are showing the zone press here. Payne with the basketball, almost intercepted. Houtfield bounce pass, rescues it back out front. Here's Payne going to pull up with a 16-footer. That's good. Sarah Payne with her 4th point of the night makes it 40-24. Trinity in front. Ratajkowski will try a 3-pointer that is no good. Rebound comes down to Payne for Whitesville Trinity. Lady Raiders in the front court with a minute 28 to go in the third. Breckenridge County leads 40-24. Here's a shot, comes up short. Fight for the rebound, will get a jump ball, and the alternating possession will go to Whitesville Trinity. Lady Raiders will inbounds underneath their own basket with a minute 22 left to go here in the third quarter. Payne lobs it in, gets it to McDowell. Shot is no good. Ratajkowski collects the rebound for Breckenridge County. Quickly ahead, Elizabeth Grimes with the basketball. Grimes goes the floor, but the ball falls to Ratajkowski. Here's Hinton going to try a 3-pointer that is no good. Rebound Breckenridge County. Grimes finds Ratajkowski, puts it up and in. Nice look from Grimes to Ratajkowski. It took a second to collect the ball, but puts it up and in to make it 42-24. Final minute of this third quarter. All with the basketball for Trinity, caught in a double team. Trying to find someone to get it to. And we get a whistle and a foul on Breckenridge County. Foul is going to be on Adeline Mormon for the Lady Tigers. That'll be her second, team second of the half. Whitesville Trinity basketball to inbounds with 45 seconds left here in the quarter. All with it on the left side, gets the ball down low, shot too strong, fight for the rebound, scramble, picked up, shot put up by McDowell is no good, but she draws a foul from Breckenridge County. Foul's going to be on Ashley Hinton for Breckenridge County. That'll be her first, team third. McDowell to the free throw strike, knocks down the free throw. 8 points in the ball game for McDowell. 1 field goal, 6 of 7 from the free throw stripe. One more attempt upcoming for the Lady Raiders. McDowell cannot get it to go. Race for the rebound, tracked down by Whitesville. McDowell gets her own miss, now gets the ball to All. All along the baseline, called the double team, comes out. Kyrie McDaniel rescues it. Payne. McDaniel to the inside, runner in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound, rescued right into the hands of Breckenridge County. County Carby will bring it up the floor with 15 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Carby gets a lane, dishes the ball down low to Hinton, can't get the shot to go. Huffines on the miss, puts it up and in. Kaylee Huffines now with 10 points in the ball game, 8 here in the fourth quarter. Breckenridge County back to a 19-point lead. Payne fires up at the buzzer. It's going to come up short as the ball goes out of bounds and actually does not run out the clock. 0.4 of a second remaining. Just enough time probably to inbounds, and that will run out the quarter. Lucas trying to run the takeoff play, finds Huffines or Carby with it. Carby makes the catch, but unable to turn and get a shot. We have reached the end of 3 here at Whitesville Trinity. With the score, Breckenridge County 44, Whitesville Trinity 25. Tonight's third quarter brought to you by Commonwealth Machining on Rupert Askins Lane in Harnett. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
So you've heard us talking about Brandenburg Telecom, and we could have chosen any other provider for our phone, internet, TV, and security service, but we chose Brandenburg Telecom.
It is not hard to find a good deal these days. What it is hard to find is a provider that delivers the best value of service. That's exactly what we're getting with Brandenburg Telecom.
They don't trick you with introductory rates.
They don't keep you waiting for service or waiting on the phone.
When they say they're going to do something, they do it.
Brandenburg Telecom are people who live
and work
and play in my community.
They're part of this community, and that's why they care.
If you only have one service with Brandenburg Telecom, you're missing out on their other great services.
Give them a chance.
You won't be disappointed. I'm ready for the burger.
Back with you here at Whitesville Trinity High School. Lee Bramlett as Breckenridge County has outscored the Lady Raiders 18-8 in the third quarter. That came on the heels of a 16-7 second. And the result now is that Breckenridge County enjoys a 19-point lead at 44-25 with the basketball to begin this fourth quarter. Josie Mitchum on the left side. Ball gets knocked away. Fought for Carby. It tries to hang on to it. They'll get a reach-in foul on Whitesville Trinity. Believe that will be on Sarah Payne. That will be her fourth. Team second. Breckenridge County to inbounds the basketball. Grimes with it across the time stripe for the Lady Tigers. Hands the ball off to Carby. Mitchum with it on the right side. Gets the ball down low to Huffines. Puts up the shot, no good, but draws the foul from Trinity. We'll see who they get the call on there. I believe it's going to be on number 5. Emily McDaniel, she picks up her fourth foul. And Huffines will go to the stripe. Huffines with 10 points in the ball game. 8 of those coming in the third quarter. Free throw on the way by Huffines is no good. One more free throw attempt upcoming here for the sophomore. Second attempt on the way is good. Huffines with 11. Breckenridge County to their biggest lead of the night now at 20, 45-25. Pass intercepted by Huffines, but intercepted right back by McDowell. Payne gets the ball down low. Huffines gets a piece of it. Here's a high arching baseline shot, no good. Caroline Lucas with a rebound for Breckenridge County. Here's Lucas driving to the paint, puts it off the glass and in. Caroline Lucas now with her 12th point of the night. Breckenridge County continues to extend the lead, now 47-25. Into the front court driving. Here's the shot up, no good by McDowell. Breckenridge County comes away with a rebound. Grimes ahead, finds Lucas, splits the defense, puts it up and in. 14 of the ball game now for Caroline Lucas, 49-25. And before anything else happens, we'll get a timeout. 6:51 left to go in regulation. It is Breckenridge County 49, Whitesville Trinity 25. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
Experience the difference of the Big Green Egg ceramic cooker from Irvington Gas Company. It's a smoker, a grill, and oven, all in one. It's easy to start, reaching cooking temperatures in just 10 minutes with temperature control so you can cook to perfection. It's safer to use and it's easy to clean up. Stop by Irvington Gas Company on Highway 79 to see the Big Green Egg and other gas grills available. Irvington Gas Company, serving this area for more than 75 years.
6 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in this ball game. Breckenridge County in front by 24 on Whitesville Trinity, their biggest lead of the night. This game was tied at 10 at the end of the first quarter. Breckenridge County took a 9-point lead at halftime and have never trailed. Josie All will bring the ball across the time stripe, or try to, as she faces the zone press. McDowell gets the ball into the front court, kicks it over. Here's a jumper on the way, air ball. Rebound collected by Kylie Carby, and Breckenridge County outrunning. Here is Mitchum on the left side, back to Carby. Carby will hold it out at long range, now kicks it over. Mitchum thought about the three, doesn't take it. Now over to Grimes. Grimes steps inside, splits the defenders. Runner is short. Fight for the rebound is going to be ending with a foul on Breckenridge County's Kaylee Huffines. Huffines was trying to reach in to get a hand on the ball and will pick up her fourth foul on the night. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. Bailey Brown, number 3, will check into the ball game for Breckenridge County as Huffines sits down. Breckenridge County lineup: Brown, Carby, Grimes, Lucas, and Mitchum. Whitesville Trinity with Payne, Kenzie McDowell, Josie All, Emily McDaniel as the pass is intercepted by Kylie Carby. She lays it off the glass and in. Carby unofficially with 15 points on the night. And it's a 51-25 game in favor of the Lady Tigers. Coming down to 6 minutes to go in this ball game. Grimes tries to go for the steal. Payne races into the front court. Leans in, puts up the jumper, got it. Payne with her 6th point of the ball game. Makes it 51-27, and we get a foul headed up the court against Whitesville Trinity. Inbounds comes in to Breckenridge County. Lady Tigers with the basketball. Mitchum with it on the left side. Looking. Gets the ball over to Lucas on the right. Now Brown with it down in the corner. They get the ball to Grimes. Back to Lucas. She'll pull up with a three-point shot. No good. Rebound going to be tracked down by Whitesville Trinity. Sophie Hatfield back in the ball game. She picked up the foul a moment ago. Loose ball picked up by Caroline Lucas. And the Lady Tigers running at the other end. Here's Grimes. Step to the inside. Gets a shot up and in. Grimes with her 11th of the ball game. And we'll get another timeout with 5:11 left to go in this ball game. Breckenridge County 53, Whitesville Trinity 27. This is Fighting Tigers Sports from 104.3 The River and the 104.3 The River mobile app.
If you need home medical equipment, rely on Taylor Pharmacy. They deliver home medical equipment such as oxygen, lip chairs, hospital beds, and CPAP machines to Breckenridge and surrounding counties. They have everything a patient needs for recuperating at home. Taylor Pharmacy does so much more than fill prescriptions. They carry a full line of diabetic shoes, have a gift department, and of course make delicious tailor-made fudge in a variety of flavors that include sugar-free. Stop by Taylor Pharmacy in Hardinsburg and see why your family and the Taylor Pharmacy family make a good team.
Lady Tigers have opened with a 9-2 run to start the quarter. And now the margin is 26 in their favor, 53-27 over Whitesville Trinity. Josie Hall takes the inbounds from Sarah Payne. Breckenridge County calls off the press, but they will trap as soon as they hit the midcourt stripe. Reagan Henning, number 1, is into the lineup for the first time tonight for Breckenridge County. Trinity maintains the possession. They get the ball down low. Ball batted away. Here's a jumper that comes up short. Trinity collects the rebound. They'll bring it back out front. McDowell with it. Here's a baseline jumper, no good. Rebound again for Payne. Can't get the shot to go. Whistle and a offensive foul as they'll get Whitesville Trinity going over the back. Foul is going to be on Kenzie McDowell, her 3rd. That'll be the team 5th against the Lady Raiders. Breckenridge County basketball to bring the length of the floor with 4:42 left to go in this ball game. Tied at the end of the second quarter, but it's been all Breckenridge County from there. Ratajkowski with the basketball. Right side gets the ball to Grimes. Now Henning with the basketball. Henning in the corner, back out to Grimes. Under 4.5 remaining here in the ball game. Grimes kicks the ball to Brown. Down low, Carby with it. Carby gets caught down low, but they'll whistle the travel. Interesting, it was the official trailing the play back at the midcourt stripe that made the call. Substitutions into the ball game. Nevaeh Mills, number 24, in for Whitesville Trinity. 4:23 left to go in this ball game. Breckenridge County headed to a 2-1 record as they lead comfortably as Carby reaches out and fouls, picks up her 2nd foul. That'll be the team 5th against the Lady Tigers. Caroline Lucas will check back into the ball game for Breckenridge County, as will Adeline Moorman. Grimes and Carby will sit down with 4:17 left to go in the ball game. 53-27 the score, Breckenridge County in front. Here is All with the basketball, goes to the floor, maintains the dribble though, is tied up, and the alternating possession should still favor Whitesville Trinity. First of 3 this week for the Lady Tigers and the Fighting Tigers here at Trinity tonight. Then tomorrow night it's to the Sports Center in Cloverport. Then wrap up the week with a game at home against Meade County. Here's the ball down low. We get a whistle to the foul on Breckenridge County. Foul, believe, will be on Bailey Brown. She'll pick up her 1st. Team 6th against the Lady Tigers. Huffines will check back into the ball game. Inbound Sarah Payne for Whitesville Trinity. Payne lobs it in, gets the ball to All. All pulls up, 15-footer on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Ratajkowski for Breckenridge County. Now Caroline Lucas racing into the front court. Lucas drives, puts up the shot. The high banker is good. Caroline Lucas with her 16th of the night. 55-27. Lady Tigers up 28, under 4 minutes to go in this game. Payne with the basketball across the time stripe for Whitesville. Looking, Gets the ball to Morris, just cannot pull it in. Or rather, Mills just cannot pull the ball in and give it back to Breckenridge County with 3:42 left to go in this ball game. Mormon will inbounds to Caroline Lucas. Mills to Mormon. Down in the corner, here's Ratajkowski going to try a three that is no good. Huffines gets the rebound, works in the paint, turn around, 8-footer, got it. Huffines with her 13th point of the night. 57-27 the score, 3:20 left in regulation. Payne holds it up at long range for Whitesville Trinity. Now gets the ball to All at the top of the key. McDowell with it for Whitesville Trinity, back to All. Now Payne with it on the left side, down in the corner McDowell. Guarded by Caroline Lucas. We'll get some substitutions in for Breckenridge County at the next dead ball. Here is All with it at the free throw stripe, cut off by Ratajkowski. They try to find something inside. Loose ball picked up by Reagan Henning. And Breckenridge County will bring the ball up the floor. Here's Mormon with it, drives down the lane, splits the defenders, forces up the shot, no good. Ball knocked down, still on the floor, picked up by Caroline Lucas. Now Ratajkowski with it for Breckenridge County, out front to Mormon. She'll put up a three-pointer, got it. Adeline Mormon with a Joe Betabacco Plumbing and Rental three-point basket. And that'll make it 60-27 in favor of the Lady Tigers. 2:20 left to go in this ball game. The only variable now will be the final margin. Whitesville Trinity with the basketball, Payne with it, angles to the right. Working against Lucas, they'll lob the ball to All. She'll square up, three on the right side, no good. Rebound comes to Kaylee Huffines. Now Adeline Mormon with it for Breckenridge County. Bounce pass ahead, finds Lucas, lays it off the glass and in. Nice look from Mormon to Lucas for her 18th point of the night. And that'll make it 62-27. Believe we're going to get a timeout. Maybe just enough time, though, I think, to get a substitution in, and that is the case as the benches unload. Brown, Ashley, and Emily Hinton check in for Breckenridge County. Reagan Henning also still in the game, along with Mormon and Brown. Payne brings the ball up the floor for Whitesville Trinity, gets the ball to Mills. Cross-court pass. Ella Morris with it. Morris lost the handle, picks it back to Payne with a minute 40 left to go. Ball gets batted around, and finally Brown comes down with it for Breckenridge County. Here's Adeline Mormon with it. Mormon drives, has the ball knocked out of her hands, and it'll go back to Whitesville Trinity with a minute 30 left to go. And since the margin is at 35, we are now at running clock for basically it'll be another minute 20 seconds left to go in this ball game. Payne will bring the ball up the floor for Whitesville Trinity as Breckenridge County will improve to 2-1 on the season. Whitesville Trinity falls to 0-4. Morris with the basketball, looking for someone to get it to. Ball gets knocked around, picked up by Brown. Out ahead, here's Mormon all alone. Mormon on the run out. She'll lay it off the glass and in. Adeline Mormon with 5 points here in the fourth quarter. That takes it out to a 64-27 ball game. Here is Payne. Shot comes up short. Ball knocked out of bounds. We'll get a foul on Breckenridge County. Foul will be called on Emily Hinton. That'll be her first. It is the team's seventh. It stops the clock with 46.9 seconds left to go in the ball game. Ella Morris, a 5'5", 7th grader, will go to the line for free throws. First one is in. Free throws have really been a saving grace tonight for Whitesville Trinity. That kept them in the game in the second quarter. Struggled a little bit here in the second frame, just 3 of 5. Now 3 of 6 as the free throw missed. Here's a high arching shot, goes over the backboard by Whitesville Trinity. 64-28 is the score. Breckenridge County will inbounds the basketball as Adeline Mormon brings it up the time to the time stripe. Ball gets knocked away as we get a reach in on Mills. Nevaeh Mills picks up her first as we're down to 20 seconds left to go in this ball game. Brown with it for the Lady Tigers, gets the ball to Ashley Hinton. Emily Hinton back out to Ashley Hinton with 10 seconds left to go. Mormon can't hang on to it. Time will likely run out before another play can be executed. So Breckenridge County will finish with a 64-28 victory over Whitesville Trinity here this evening. Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Hardinsburg Nursing and Rehab. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
Bluegrass Lumber and Hardware is proud to support Fighting Tiger football. Bluegrass Lumber is your local source for home interior products. Our full-service kitchen cabinetry program will take you from measurement to design to installation. Combined with our selection of beautiful, durable LVT flooring, custom-fit countertops, and vibrant PPG Porter paint, we can help bring your home to life. Stop by and see us at Bluegrass Lumber on Highway 60 in Hardinsburg. Best of luck to quarterback Parker Davis and the Fighting Tigers this season from all of us at Bluegrass Lumber.
View here at Whitesville Trinity High School. Post-game show brought to you by TGH Machine and Welding and Arms Family Chiropractic. Breckenridge County improves to 2-1 on the season as the Lady Tigers pull away to a 64-28 victory over Whitesville Trinity this evening. It was a close game in the first quarter as the two teams traded back and forth. We had ties at 4, 8, and 10. That's how the first quarter ended. Breckenridge County took the lead on a three-point basket from Elizabeth Grimes early in the second and never trailed from there. They would lead at halftime by the score of 26-17. The Lady Tigers then used their pressure defense to force turnovers and extend their lead, leading 44-25 by the end of the third, then outscoring Whitesville Trinity 20-3 in the fourth quarter to make the final margin 64-28. Breckenridge County improves to 2-1 on the season, while Whitesville Trinity will drop to 0-4. Post-game coverage continues in just a moment. Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and the 104.3 The River mobile app.
It's that time again. Time for the boys of fall to take the field and time for Jobin Tobacco to help you get your job done. There's no job too big or small for JBB. We're committed to making sure that our team of operators, drivers, plumbers, staff, and equipment are some of the best in the business. So stop by 214 Old Highway 60 or call us at 756-2946. Jobin Tobacco Plumbing and Rental have been proudly serving and supporting Breckenridge County and the Fighting Tiger football team. From all of us at JBB, go Tigers.
Final score tonight in the Lady Tigers game, 64-28. Breckenridge County defeats Whitesville Trinity. Let's take a look at the unofficial final scoring on the night. Breckenridge County would put 4 into double figures, led by Caroline Lucas, who finishes the night with 18 points. 15 in the ball game to Kylie Carby. It's 13 going to Kaylee Huffines, and 11 points to Elizabeth Grimes, 5 points to Adeline Mormon. Those coming to the fourth quarter. Ryan Ratajewski with 2 points in the ball game, and that capped the Breckenridge County scoring for the night. For Whitesville Trinity, they were led in scoring by Josie All as she finished the night with 10 points. You get 8 in the ball game to Kenzie McDowell, 6 points going to Sarah Payne, 2 points on the night to Emily McDaniel, Kyrie Hatfield, and Ella Morris, each with 1 point in tonight's ball game. 64-28 is the final score. Breckenridge County, as mentioned, improves to 2-1 on the season. They'll be back in action tomorrow night in the first of the doubleheader with the Cloverport Lady Aces. Airtime around 5:15 here on 104.3 The River. Stay tuned. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you ready for the start of the second game between the Breckenridge County Fighting Tigers and the Whitesville Raiders, as you're listening to Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
At Wright Implement, you'll find the full line of John Deere mowers, gators, tractors, ag equipment, John Deere apparel, toys, and more, along with a complete line of Steel and Honda power equipment. And we have a parts and service department that's second to none. Wright Implement has 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana to serve you. The right equipment, the right service, and always the right price. Wright Implement, serving great customers like you since 1936. Online at wrightimp.com.
And welcome back to Whitesville Trinity High School in Whitesville, Kentucky. Lee Bramlett with you, where we're about 13 minutes from the start of the second game of tonight's doubleheader, featuring the Whitesville Trinity Raiders and the Breckenridge County Fighting Tigers. Breckenridge County comes into tonight's ballgame looking for their first win of the season after losses to Grayson County and Ohio County in the opening week. Whitesville Trinity has only played one game in week one. That was a 66-61 victory over Davis County. The Fighting Tigers again will take on a very formidable challenge here from a third region foe as both teams continue to warm up here at Whitesville Trinity High School. If you're just coming across the dial, the Lady Tigers victorious tonight in the first game here on 104.3 The River as they defeated the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity 64-28. We'll continue with our pregame coverage coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River at WXBC1043.com.
How many times have you called someplace and heard this?
For customer service, press 1.
At First State Bank, when you call one of their 3 locations, you'll hear this.
First State Bank, this is Michelle. How may I help you?
From opening a checking or savings account to home or commercial loans, you'll get a friendly voice ready to assist with your banking needs. Call or stop by today and find out why for more than 100 years, First State Bank, where your friends bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at firststatebankky.com.
Back with you at Whitesville Trinity as we get set for the second game of the evening between Breckinridge County and Whitesville Trinity boys. Breckinridge County comes into this ball game with a record of 0-2. They lost to Ohio County 68-42 on Thursday night of last week. In that game, Ohio County simply deadly from three-point range, I believe going 12 of 25 for the ball game, as the Tigers simply could not keep up with the three-point shooting of Whitesville Trinity, or with Ohio County, excuse me. Jackson Lee led the scoring in that ball game unofficially with 13 points on the night, as Breckinridge County again still trying to acclimate new players and new positions in the ball game. Again, a solid performance from Jackson Lee to lead the Tigers in scoring, and they will take on another formidable squad here tonight against this Whitesville Trinity team. As a team on the season, Breckinridge County is averaging 52 points per game. They're shooting just 36% as a team, 35.3%, 28% from three-point range, averaging about 28 rebounds per game. Hunter Barr is averaging a double-double to lead the Tigers at 14 points and 10.5 rebounds per game. The leading field goal shooter on terms of volume of shots is Jackson Lee, 10 of 21 for 48% from the field. Top three-point shooter in terms of percentage, Jacob Henning and Devin Spalding have both made their lone three-point attempts. In terms of multiple attempts on the night, Lee with 3 of 11 for 27% to lead the Tiger three-point attack. We'll be back with more from Whitesville Trinity in just a moment. Pre-game coverage brought to you by the home folks of Hardinsburg Tire Service. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
So you've heard us talking about Brandenburg Telecom, and we could have chosen any other provider for our phone, internet, TV, and security service, but we chose Brandenburg Telecom.
It is not hard to find a good deal these days. What it is hard to find is a provider that delivers the best value of service. That's exactly what we're getting with Brandenburg Telecom.
They don't trick you with introductory rates.
They don't keep you waiting for service or waiting on the phone.
When they say they're going to do something, they do it.
Brandenburg Telecom are people who live
and work
and play in my community.
They're a part of this community, and that's why they care.
If you only have one service with Brandenburg Telecom, you're missing out on their other great services.
Give them a chance.
You won't be disappointed. We're ready for the ball.
At Whitesville Trinity, where Breckinridge County has gone back to the locker room. Whitesville Trinity is heading back right now. As we mentioned at the opening of our segment tonight, Whitesville Trinity has only played one game thus far on the season, but that was a winning contest in a 66-61 victory over Davis County. In that game, the Raiders shooting a great percentage for the game, shot 55% from the field. They were 8 of 19 from three-point range. Free throws, only 4 of 8 from the free throw stripe, but again, shooting at over 50%, and then a decent percentage from three, helping the Raiders defeat Davis County by the count of 66-61. 4 players in double-figure scoring in that game for Whitesville Trinity. Landon Huff finishing the night with 15 points, Nolan Mills with 13, while Landon Smith and Nathan Hernandez each with 12 points in that game. Free throw shooting, as we said, the only players to take a shot were Nick Gates. He went 2 of 2 from the line. Huff going 2 of 4 in the ball game. As we mentioned, three-point shooting, the Raiders going 8 of 19 of the game for 42%. It was a balance across the line. Gates went 2 of 2 from three-point range. Nathan Hernandez 2 of 5 to lead the shooting there. Rebounding, the top rebounder was Landon Huff in that ball game with 7 rebounds to pace Whitesville Trinity. For Breckenridge County, again having to cope with some size. Whitesville Trinity does have a post presence down low in the person of 6'5" senior Landon Smith. He scored 12 in that game against Davis County. But again, also having to contain the three-point shooting. That was a problem the other night in the game against Ohio County, as the Eagles knocked down 12 from three-point range and getting the win, breaking that game open in the second half for the 68-42 victory to put Breckenridge County at 0-2 on the season. Both teams have gone back to the locker room to get some last-minute instructions. A reminder, this is the first of 3 this week for the Fighting Tigers. We'll be back in action tomorrow night over at the Sports Center in Cloverport for that game. That is another doubleheader featuring the Lady Tigers, and the Fighting Tigers will be on the air with our coverage at around 5:15 tomorrow afternoon for the girls' game with the boys to follow. Then on Friday night, back with you from Breckenridge County High School in Tiger Arena, where the Tigers again go into district play. They will take on Meade County in another girl-boy doubleheader. Again, the coverage will begin at around 5:15 on Friday afternoon for the Lady Tigers and the Lady Waves. The boys' game will follow at approximately 7 o'clock. Whitesville Trinity back out on the floor right now. Breckenridge County, we expect to see them here coming up in just a minute as we get ready for the second of the 2 games here this evening. Again, earlier in the evening, the Lady Tigers emerged a 64-28 winner after a close first quarter. Lady Tigers broke the game open in the second quarter to take a 9-point lead and then extended the lead in the second half from there to pick up their second win of the season. Breckenridge County still back in the locker room, as we mentioned. Whitesville Trinity warming up here just in front of us. We'll continue on with more from Whitesville Trinity in just a moment. Tonight's pregame show has been brought to you by the home folks of Hartonsburg Tire Service on Old Highway 60. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River at WXBC1043.com.
Experience the difference of the Big Green Egg ceramic cooker from Irvington Gas Company. It's a smoker, a grill, and oven, all in one. It's easy to start, reaching cooking temperatures in just 10 minutes with temperature control so you can cook to perfection. It's safer to use and it's easy to clean up. Stop by Irvington Gas Company on Highway 79 to see the Big Green Egg and other gas grills available. Irvington Gas Company, serving this area for more than 75 years.
Back with you here at Whitesville Trinity. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Again, battling some cell issues here this evening, as we are just about set to get this game underway. Both teams have gone back to the bench. We will pick up the starting lineups this evening as they will introduce the first 2 teams. First off, they will introduce Breckenridge County. This is the alignment we expect to see starting tonight. Starting at 1 guard for Breckenridge County will be Chase Hardesty, number 1, a 5'10", 130-pound sophomore. Another guard will be Lane Tall, 6'1.5", 140, a senior who averages 7 points per game. Jackson Lee is number 3, 6'3", 185, a junior, averages 12.5 points per ball game. Number 24, Wyatt Burnett, 6'4", 205 pounds, a junior, averages 3.5 points per game. And number 2, Hunter Barr, 6'7", 180, a senior, who averages 14 points per game. So Hardesty, Tall, Lee, Barr, and Burnett for Breckenridge County. 0-2 is the record, coached by Jeff LaGrange, assisted by Jeremy Bennett and by Josh Mitchum. Introduction of the starting lineups for Whitesville Trinity here. Starting at 1 position will be Landon Smith, number 11, 6'5", 191, a senior. Landon Huff, number 22, 6'2", 165, a senior, averaging 15 points per game. Number 24, Nick Gates, 5'11", 160, a senior, who averages 8 points per game. Gavin Howard, number 45, 5'8.5", 172, and a senior, he averages 3 points per game. The other starter for Whitesville Trinity is number 30, Nathan Hernandez, 5'10", 144, a senior, averaging 12 per game. The Raiders are coached by Nathan West. 1-0 is their record. And we're just about set to get this game underway. Tap will be controlled by Jackson Lee for Breckenridge County. Again, we are stationed in the west end zone here at Whitesville Trinity, so the Tigers moving away from us in the first half of play, and the Tigers commit a turnover. Lee called for carrying the basketball. Whitesville Trinity with their first possession of the night. Howard with the basketball at the top of the key. Looking, gets the ball down low. Here's Hernandez. Down in the paint, here's a runner, no good. Rebound comes down to Lane Tall for Breckenridge County. Tigers on the run, quickly into the front court. Tall spins, kicks it ahead. Barr will try a three-pointer, got it. Joe Metabacco, Plumbing and Rental, three-point basket. Going to Hunter Barr, and the Tigers take the lead at 3-0 early in this ball game, just underway as Trinity tries to match with a three, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Breckenridge County, or Whitesville Trinity, so Breckenridge County will have the basketball to bring the length of the floor. 53 seconds into the ball game, Tigers leading by the score of 3-0. Chase Hardesty will bring the ball across the time stripe for the Tigers. Tall with it on the right side. Spins around the curve, cross-court pass to Hardesty. Hardesty drives, kicks it back to Lee, lost the handle, picked up by Whitesville Trinity. Here's Howard on the run, dishes the ball off. Huff with it, almost lost the handle, gets it back to Hernandez. Hernandez goes down the lane, but travels with the basketball, so a turnover will give it back to Breckenridge County. We played a minute 20 of this opening quarter. Tigers lead at 3-0 on the three-pointer by Hunter Barr. Chase Hardesty brings the ball across the time stripe for Whitesville Trinity. Tigers dressed in road maroon with white trim. Lane Tall with it on the left side. Out front to Hardesty. Drives, kicks it out to Tall. On the left side, they look down low for Burnett. Ball deflected away. It'll stay with Breckenridge County. Inbounds, Wyatt Burnett for the Tigers underneath his own basket. 6:21 to go here in the first quarter. They'll lob it into Barr. Tries a little put-up shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Hernandez for Whitesville Trinity. Dishes off to Howard on the right side. Being guarded by Lane Tall. Hernandez takes the basketball back. Out front, Landon Smith gets the ball to Huff. Down low, here's Smith. Off-balance shot doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Chase Hardesty wins it for Breckenridge County. Hardesty will charge into the front court, being chased by Howard. Dishes off to Tall. Now Burnett with it on the left side. Kicks it out front. Hardesty with it. Drives the inside. A little 12-foot runner on the way. Good. Chase Hardesty with his first points of the ball game. Breckenridge County leads by the count of 5-0. Trinity with the basketball, 2.5 minutes into the game. Yet to get on the board. Here's Howard going to try and change that with a three-pointer, no good. Hardesty tries to fight for the rebound, knocked out of his hands, and it'll come back to Breckenridge County. Tigers getting out to a good start in this ball game. And before anything else happens, we get a timeout. Whitesville Trinity takes it, trailing 5-0. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
If you need home medical equipment, rely on Taylor Pharmacy. They deliver home medical equipment such as oxygen, lip chairs, hospital beds, and CPAP machines to Breckenridge and surrounding counties. They have everything a patient needs for recuperating at home. Taylor Pharmacy does so much more than fill prescriptions. They carry a full line of diabetic chews, have a gift department, and of course make delicious tailor-made fudge in a variety of flavors that include sugar-free. Stop by Taylor Pharmacy in Hardinsburg and see why your family and the Taylor Pharmacy family make a good team.
5:18 to go here in the opening quarter. Whitesville Trinity intercepts the pass as Landon Huff steps in front of it, goes to the basket, and draws the foul as he's able to put it in. Foul's going to be on Chase Hardesty for Breckenridge County. Hardesty picks up his first foul, team's first. Now Huff will try to complete a three-point play to pull Whitesville Trinity within 2. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Jackson Lee, and Breckenridge County heads up the court. Here is Hunter Barr with it. Barr goes to the basket off balance. Tries but draws contact and will head to the line. Foul's going to be on Landon Smith. That'll be his first, team first against the Raiders. And Hunter Barr goes to the charity stripe. Had a three-pointer to start the game for the Tigers. Steps to the line with 5:02 remaining here in quarter number 1. Breckenridge County leading it 5-2. Baskets by Barr and Hardesty accounting for the scoring as Barr knocks down the first free throw for his 4th point of the ball game. Takes it out to a 6-2 lead. Second attempt on the way is no good. Rebound battle for still on the floor, picked up by Jackson Lee. Here's Hardesty with a Joe Bennett backhoe plumbing and rental three-pointer. Hardesty with 5 points of the ball game, and Breckenridge County leads now 9-2. Down at the other end, Hernandez drives and puts it up and in. Nathan Hernandez with a basket. And Breckenridge County will take a 30-second timeout. 4:47 left to go here in the opening quarter. It is Breckenridge County 9, Whitesville Trinity 4. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
Bluegrass Lumber and Hardware is proud to support Fighting Tiger football. Bluegrass Lumber is your local source for home interior products. Our full-service kitchen cabinetry program will take you from measurement to design to installation. Combined with our selection of beautiful, durable LVT flooring, custom-fit countertops, and vibrant PPG Porter paint, we can help bring your home to life. Stop by and see us at Bluegrass Lumber on Highway 60 in Hardinsburg. Best of luck to quarterback Parker Davis and the Fighting Tigers this season from all of us at Bluegrass Lumber.
As we return to play, Breckenridge County had a couple of looks inside, could not convert. And Whitesville Trinity comes away with a basketball. Three-point attempt on the way by the Raiders, no good. Landon Smith kicks the ball back out to Hernandez. Here's a three-pointer on the way, no good. Fight for the rebound. Lane Tall comes away with it for Breckenridge County. Tigers on the run. Quickly ahead. Here's Jackson Lee going to the basket. Has his shot blocked. And Whitesville Trinity now running the other way. They'll dish the ball off. Here's the basket, good by Landon Huff. Back and forth sequence, and when it's all said and done, it is Whitesville Trinity with the basket as they pull to within 3 of Breckenridge County at 9-6. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Hardesty with a basketball to Burnett, caught in the double team, looking for someone to get it to, then turns the ball over. Simply trying to find someone to get the ball out to. Burnett travels. Substitution will check into the ball game. Connor Hatfield, number 31 for Whitesville Trinity. Nathan Hernandez across the time stripe for the Raiders, moving towards us here in the west end zone here at Whitesville Trinity High School. Here's a three-pointer on the way by Hernandez, no good. Smith with the rebound, loose ball picked up by Breckenridge County. Chase Hardesty with it for the Tigers. Hardesty kicks it over. Here's Lee going to try a three from the left side that is short. Ball goes out of bounds and back to Whitesville Trinity. Substitution number 1, Hayden All will check into the lineup for the Raiders. Also, Gavin Howard back in the ball game for Whitesville Trinity. Breckenridge County brings Braden Carmen, number 32, off the bench. A 6'1 sophomore who averages 2 points per game. Landon Huff brings the ball up the court for Whitesville Trinity. Down in the corner. Here is a nice give underneath. Splits the defenders up and in. Goes Connor Hatfield for the basket. Whitesville Trinity has scored the last 6 in this ball game, cutting it to a 1-point deficit. Breckenridge County able to rescue the basketball, but we get a turnover by the Tigers. Colton Miller and Jonah Miller will check into the ball game for Breckenridge County. Lane Tall and Chase Hardesty sit down. So it is Braden Carmen, Jonah Miller, Colton Miller, Hunter Barr, Wyatt Burnett for the Tigers. Trinity with the basketball, bringing the ball up the floor. Branson Howard with the basketball, number 15 for Whitesville Trinity, being guarded by Colton Miller. Kicks it down in the corner. All with it. Runner on the baseline. Hits the side of the backboard, no good. Jonah Miller collects the rebound for Breckenridge County. Tigers into the front court, under 2.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Tigers lead 9-8. And the Tigers turn the ball over. So Whitesville Trinity gets the ball back with 2:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Breckenridge County has never trailed in this ball game, but Whitesville Trinity has scored the last 6 after falling behind 7. Raiders with the basketball. Hayden All with it. Kicks the ball out front to Landon Huff. Huff bounce pass underneath. Hatfield kicks it out. Hall will try a baseline 14-footer. Got it. All with the basket. And Whitesville Trinity with their first lead of the night at 10-9. Here's Hunter Barr driving the baseline, kicks the ball over to Jonah Miller. Miller gets the ball to Barr. Barr turnaround 8-footer, front of the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Picked up by Landon Huff for Whitesville Trinity. Huff tries to drive, has the ball knocked out of his hands, and it will go back to the Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. Actually, they're in the process. They're going to get a reach-in foul on Colton Miller. That'll be his first. The team's second against Breckenridge County. First free throw on the way is no good by Landon Huff. He'll get another free throw attempt here. Attempt coming, and that is good. Huff with his 5th point of the night. Showing the score is 12-9 on the scoreboard. Apparently, the all basket must have been counted as a 3-pointer as the ball down low. Carmen goes up, tries to bank it off the glass and put it in. Braden Carmen with his first points of the ball game pulls Breckenridge County to within 1 at 12-11. Huff with the basketball, right side, left all alone. Howard will launch a 3 and drain it. Branson Howard left all alone, knocks down the 3-pointer. That gives Whitesville Trinity a 15-11 lead, headed down to the final minute of this opening quarter. Miller with the basketball. Here is the shot, no good. And Breckenridge County loses the basketball. It'll come back over to Whitesville Trinity. Ball gets knocked out of bounds from Howard, and it'll come back to Breckenridge County with 49 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Ball knocked away, picked up by Howard. Howard puts up the shot over Devin Poole into the lineup, no good. And the rebound comes down to Breckenridge County with 30 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. A ragged stretch there. Tigers lose it, and it comes back to Whitesville Trinity with 24 seconds remaining in the quarter. Howard with the basketball, gets it to Branson Howard. Now back to Hernandez, down to 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Down in the quarter, Branson Howard with it. Howard to Hernandez, splits the double team, forces up the shot, no good. Tipped up in the air, still being fought for as time runs out in the quarter. At the end of 1, it is Whitesville Trinity 15, Breckenridge County 11. Tonight's first quarter brought to you by Commonwealth Machining on Rupert Askins Lane in Harnett. This is Fighting Tigers Sports from 104.3 The River at WXBC1043.com.
It's that time again. Time for the boys of fall to take the field and time for Jobin Tobacco to help you get your job done. There's no job too big or small for JBB. We're committed to making sure that our team of operators, drivers, plumbers, staff, and equipment are some of the best in the business. So stop by 214 Old Highway 60 or call us at 756-2946. Jobin Tobacco Plumbing and Rental have been proudly serving and supporting Breckenridge County and the Fighting Tiger football team. From all of us at JBB, go Tigers.
15-11 is the score. Breckenridge County held an early lead in this game, actually led 9-2 at one juncture. Whitesville Trinity went on a 13-2 run and have taken a 4-point lead and have the basketball to begin the second quarter here at Whitesville Trinity High School. Lee Bramlett with you as the ball actually goes off the foot of a Breckenridge County player, but Gavin Howard rescues it. Branson Howard kicks the ball out to number 24, Nick Gates, in the lineup for the first time, or Gates actually back in the lineup. Gates will try a three-pointer and drain it. Gates with his first points of the ball game, and Whitesville Trinity now leads by 7, 18-11. A 16-2 run against Breckenridge County right now as Barr gets the ball down low, ball knocked away and picked up by Gavin Howard for Whitesville Trinity. Howard angles to his right, will hand the ball off to Branson Howard. Gates to Hernandez, gets the ball down low to Smith on the inside, has the shot partially blocked, fights for his own rebound, gets it back. Hernandez able to run it down for Whitesville Trinity. 7-point lead for the Raiders. Gavin Howard with it on the right side. Ball down low, and we get a whistle to the foul as Howard drives the inside and draws contact from Breckenridge County. Foul is going to be on Wyatt Burnett. That'll be his first, team third against Breckenridge County. Howard to the free throw stripe. Gavin Howard cannot make the first free throw. He'll get another attempt here. One more attempt upcoming for Howard. Has not scored in the ball game, had 3 points in the game against Davis County. Free throw rattled around, batted around, finally controlled by Jackson Lee for Breckenridge County. Tigers into the front court. Chase Hardesty back in the game for the Tigers. 2-3 zone beat employed by Whitesville Trinity. Here is Burnett, gets down low, lost the handle, gets it back. They get the ball to Hunter Barr, trying to find Burnett down low. Tall tries a reverse layup. No good. Rebound comes down. As Whitesville Trinity maintains the basketball. As play resumes, we apologize for the technical difficulties. Whitesville Trinity has extended their lead now to 20-11. And the Tigers turn the ball over at the other end. Whitesville Trinity right now on an 18-2 run. And we'll have the basketball. Here is Gavin Howard going to try a three-pointer that is no good. Rebound comes down to Wyatt Burnett for Breckenridge County. Here is Jackson Lee going to pull up with a jumper that is no good. Rebound collected by Devin Spalding and is fouled. Foul is going to be on number 24 for Whitesville Trinity, Nick Gates. That'll be his first, just the team's second. So Devin Spalding will go to the line for Breckenridge County, averaging a 1.5 per game. Actually had a three-pointer in the Grayson County game. (20-12) is the score. That breaks the run that Trinity had been on. Second free throw attempt is no good by Spalding, and the ball out of bounds. 5:36 left to go in the ball game, or in this first half. Here is Gavin Howard, cross-court pass to Hernandez. Hayden Knoll takes the basketball. Back to Smith, out front. Hernandez will launch a three-pointer and drain it. Nathan Hernandez with a three-point basket. That makes it 23-12 in favor of Whitesville Trinity. Breckenridge County with the basketball. Spalding gets the ball to Hunter Barr. Barr, cross-court pass to Jackson Lee. Under 5 minutes to go until halftime. Here is a jumper by Hunter Barr off the back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Whitesville Trinity collects. Hernandez in the front court. Whitesville Trinity with it. Gates with it. Reach in on Braden Carmen. That'll be his first foul. Team 5th against the Tigers. Tigers, after that early run, have found the going tough here, as only 3 points since that point. And Trinity has run out to a double-digit lead here. Huff with it on the left side, gets the ball out to Hernandez at the top of the key. 4.5 minutes to go in this half. Cross-court pass. Here is a shot blocked from Hernandez. We get a whistle and a reach-in foul on Whitesville Trinity. Foul on Whitesville Trinity will be on Landon Huff. That'll be his first, team 3rd. Breckenridge County basketball to bring the length of the floor. At the other end, Breckenridge County. Tigers get a basket back the other way to make it 23-14. Here is a three-point attempt on the way, no good. Braden Carmen collects the rebound. Breckenridge County with the basketball, down 9. Here's Spalding with the basketball. Carmen comes away with it, pass intercepted. And Trinity will bring it back up the floor. Down to the other end, no good. Here is a basket by Smith, no good. Here is a jumper by All. Three-point basket, good. All with his 6th point of the ball game. Makes it 26-14. 12-point lead for Whitesville Trinity. We get a jump ball, and the alternating possession should favor Breckenridge County. Colton Miller will check into the ball game. Branson Howard will check in for Whitesville Trinity. Rebound comes in. Shot up and good. Wyatt Burnett with the basket for Breckenridge County. Cuts it down to 26-16. Here is the rebound, comes down to Breckenridge County. Colton Miller with it. Miller to Hunter Barr, puts up the three-pointer. Good for a Joe Bennett backhoe plumbing and rental. Three-point basket. Hunter Barr with his 7th point of the night. That makes it 26-19. Branson Howard with it for Whitesville Trinity as we move under 2 minutes to go until halftime. And Breckenridge County commits the foul. That'll be on Hunter Barr. That'll be his first. Free throw is good by Connor Hatfield. With 1:53 left to go until half, 27-19 is the score. 8-point lead in favor of Whitesville Trinity. Free throw is no good. And the ball taken away by the Raiders as Breckenridge County tried to get the ball up the floor. Hatfield just reached in and pulled it away. Foul on Whitesville Trinity on Breckenridge County. Believe that would be Devin Spalding. Spalding picks up his first. And Back to the line is Hatfield, where he was 1 of 2 a moment ago. Misses the first free throw attempt. He'll get one more upcoming here with 1:47 to go. One more attempt upcoming for the 5'9" sophomore Hatfield. 1 of 3 on the night, make it 1 of 4 as he misses the free throw. Jonah Miller collects the rebound for Breckenridge County. Into the front court with it. Here is Barr, out front to Jonah Miller, but traveled with the basketball. Here is the drive. Hatfield may have used a forearm there to try to get position. All tries the three-pointer, no good. Rebound fought for and put up and in by Nolan Huff, number 10 into the ball game. Makes it a 29-19 ball game. At the other end, Breckenridge County turns the ball over. We'll get Lance Poole into the ball game for the Tigers, number 23, as Jackson Lee will sit down with 1:18 left to go here in this first half of play. Hall will bring the ball across the time stripe for Breckenridge County. Whitesville Trinity with the basketball heading to the final minute of this quarter. Ball gets knocked around, picked up by Connor Hatfield. Hatfield to Hayden Hall. He'll square up for a three-pointer. That's good. Third three-pointer of the night for Hayden Hall, and that makes it 32-19 in favor of Whitesville Trinity. Hunter Barr at the other end answers with a basket and will head to the line. Barr with his 9th point of the ball game. Foul will be on Whitesville Trinity's Nolan Huff. That'll be his first, just the team 4th against the Raiders. Barr to the free throw stripe and knocks down the free throw. Not 10 in the ball game to make it 32-22. Out of bounds and back to Breckenridge County with 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here is basket good. Lance Poole pulls up from the right side and knocks down a 15-footer. His first points of the ball game. Makes it 32-24. Breckenridge County back to within 8. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Whitesville Trinity. Will Hernandez, number 20, will inbounds the basketball for Whitesville Trinity. In the inbounds play, over in the corner, a three-pointer on the way, no good. Fight for the rebound. Poole collects the rebound. Tigers trying to run with the basketball. Here's Hunter Barr going to the basket. Is tripped up, but will head to the line with 8.8 seconds remaining in the quarter. Foul on Whitesville Trinity. Waiting to see them flash the number up on the screen. And still waiting for the foul. Believe it'll be Hernandez, number 20. That would be his first, Will Hernandez. And Hunter Barr goes the free throw stripe. He's 2 of 3 on the night. Has 10 points in the ball game. He'll get 2 free throws here. And had a player shaken up. I believe Hatfield was shaken up for Whitesville Trinity. One more free throw attempt coming for Hunter Barr. First attempt is good. Barr with 11 in the ball game. Cuts the Breckenridge County deficit to 32-25 with 8.8 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Jacob Henning, number 33, is in the ball game for the Tigers. Second attempt is no good. Ball batted around, still on the floor, out of bounds. Breckenridge County gets it back with 6.3 seconds left. Chance for the Tigers to maybe cut this down to 5, possibly 4. Jonah Miller to inbound the basketball, looking, brings it into Hunter Barr. 17-footer on the way by Barr is no good. Put back up and in by Henning, and he draws the foul. Jacob Henning's first points of the night. And the foul is going to be on Hayden All, and free throw on the way, no good. Scramble, fight for the rebound as the quarter comes to an end. But Breckenridge County fell behind by as many as 13 in the quarter, but have battled back to trim the deficit to 5 at the end of the first half. It is Whitesville Trinity 32, Breckenridge County 27. Tonight's second quarter brought to you by Hardinsburg Nursing and Rehab. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
At Wright Implement, you'll find the full line of John Deere mowers, gators, tractors, ag equipment, John Deere apparel, toys, and more, along with a complete line of Steel and Honda power equipment. And we have a parts and service department that's second to none. Wright Implement has 15 locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana to serve you. The right equipment, the right service, and always the right price. Wright Implement, serving great customers like you since 1936. Online at wrightimp.com.
Here is a shot up, no good. Rebound fought for, controlled by Whitesville Trinity. And we get a foul. Actually, the ball will be knocked out of bounds. Give it back to Breckenridge County. It's 5:25 left to go here in this third quarter. Hernandez with the basketball, gets it to Huff. Huff brings it out front to Hernandez. Bounce pass down low. Smith with it. Smith is going to be called, or is that Burnett? Looks like it's going to be Wyatt Burnett guilty of the foul. That'll be 3 on Burnett. Team third against Breckenridge County. Braden Carmen will check back into the lineup for the Tigers. Here is underneath, basket up and in by Nick Gates. 36-27, 9-point lead in favor of Whitesville Trinity. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We get a whistle to the foul on Whitesville Trinity. Landon Smith will pick up his second foul. Team first of the second half. Here is Jackson Lee. Lee drives and draws the foul. Landon Smith will pick up his third foul of the game. That'll send Jackson Lee to the free throw stripe. Has not scored in this ball game after leading the Tigers in the game on Thursday night against Ohio County. First free throw attempt by Lee is no good. One more attempt upcoming as Gavin Howard will check into the ball game for Trinity. One more attempt upcoming for Lee. Free throw is in the air, and it is an air ball, so ball comes back over to Whitesville Trinity with 5:55 left to go here in the third quarter. Breckenridge County trails 36-27 now, tries to pick up with some full court pressure. Huff gets the basketball. Hernandez back to Huff. Whitesville into the front court. Gavin Howard with it. Caught in the double team, lobs it over to Huff. Underneath, they find the basket, and Gates with his 7th point of the ball game. Trinity now leads 38-27, 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Here's Hunter Barr driving to the basket, but a foul against, no, they'll call the turnover, and we'll get a timeout. Breckenridge County with 5.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Whitesville Trinity 38, Breckenridge County 27. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River. Be sure to listen Friday night on WXBC as we'll be announcing our Player of the Week. Brought to you by Subway on Old Highway 60 in Hardinsburg. Last week's winner was Fighting Tiger player Hunter Barr, who had 21 points and 16 rebounds in the season opener against Grayson County. Right now, Barr leads Breckenridge County scoring with 11 points. Has not scored here in this quarter, though. Breckenridge County takes a timeout with 5:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Tigers trail 38-27. Trinity with the basketball. Here's Landon Huff, drives against Hunter Barr, has the shot blocked, batted around. Huff gets his own miss. Back to Hernandez, dishes out front. Here's a three-point attempt by Gates that is no good. Braden Carmen collects the rebound for Breckenridge County. Jacob Henning with the basketball for the Tigers. Working our way down to 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Carmen in the paint, spins, cut off by Howard, puts up the shot too strong, fight for the rebound. Barr goes back up, he puts it off the glass and in. 13 points of the ball game for Hunter Barr to make it 38-29. Tigers to within 9, 4:48 remaining here in the third quarter. Gates with the basketball. DeLandon Huff on the right side. Gates back out front to Hernandez, gets past Henning, puts up the jumper in and out, no good. Fought for. Hunter Barr collects the rebound for Breckenridge County. Tigers in the front court. Here is Colton Miller ahead to Jacob Henning. Pulls up jumper from 17, no good. Rebound comes down to Howard for Whitesville Trinity. Branson Howard ahead to Hernandez. Ball tipped away, out of bounds, and give it back to Whitesville Trinity. Connor Hatfield checks into the lineup for Whitesville Trinity as the inbounds comes to Nathan Hernandez. Hernandez being guarded by Chase Hardesty. Branson Howard with it, being guarded by Colton Miller. Gates kicks it over the corner. Hatfield drives the baseline. Little runner too strong. Barr fights for the rebound. Scramble. Whitesville Trinity tries to throw it off a Breck County player, unable to do so. And it'll come back to Breckenridge County with 4:03 remaining in this third quarter. Tigers trail 38-29, but with the basketball. Tigers trail by as many as 13, cut it down to 5. Colton Miller trying to bring the ball up the floor. Lost the handle, went back onto the Whitesville Trinity side. Was hoping that a Whitesville player could at least touch it, then he could pick it up. No such luck. And it's an over and back call that goes back to Whitesville Trinity. Gates with the basketball, gets it to Hatfield on the left side. Gates at the top of the key, off to Huff. Huff back to Hernandez. Huff kicks it in the corner. Branson Howard down low. Here's turnaround. Little hook shot by Nick Gates is good. Gates with his 9th point of the ball game. Whitesville Trinity now leads 40-29. 3:22 left to go in the third quarter. Barr takes it to the free throw stripe, pulls up, jumper on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Whitesville Trinity. Nick Gates will hand the ball back to Nathan Hernandez. As here's a shot down low, goes short, fight for the rebound, still being fought for. Hernandez manages to rescue it. Gets the ball to Branson Howard. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, 40-29. The 11-point lead for Whitesville Trinity with the basketball. Branson Howard to Gates, down low, intended for Hatfield. We get a jump ball, and the alternating possession should favor Whitesville Trinity. Or check that, it will be Breckenridge County's basketball. Again, we are stationed in the west end zone here at Whitesville Trinity, so we do not have the clear angle to the scorer's table. Tigers try to break the press but turn it over. Huff with the basketball. Gets the ball to Nathan Hernandez. Here's a three-point attempt, in and out, no good. Connor Hatfield gets the rebound. We get a whistle and a foul on Breckenridge County. Foul's going to be on Breckenridge County's Colton Miller. That would be his third. As a shot attempt by Branson Howard, no good. Lance Poole fighting for the rebound. We get a jump ball, and the alternating possession should favor Whitesville Trinity. Landon Huff will inbound the ball for Trinity. Gets the ball to Hernandez. Hernandez at the free throw line. Dishes off to Hatfield. Puts up the shot short. Gets his own miss. Caught in a triple team. Is tied up. We get a jump ball, and the alternating possession will favor Breckenridge County. 2:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Whitesville Trinity has outscored Breckenridge County 8-2 in this quarter. After the Tigers had cut it down to 5, here's Braden Carmen to the other end. Nice look and goes to the basket and lays it up and in. Carmen with his 6th point of the ball game. Pulls Breckenridge County to within 9 at 40-31. Scramble, ball goes to the floor, still on the floor. Waiting for a signal. If it's a jump ball, it'll favor Whitesville Trinity as Gavin Howard comes back into the ball game for the Raiders. 1:45 left to go here in the third quarter. It's 40-31. 9-point lead in favor of Whitesville Trinity. Inbounds, Gavin Howard will try a three from the corner and nails it. Gavin Howard's first points of the night come from three-point range. And that makes it 43-31. 12-point lead in favor of Trinity. Ball goes to the floor, out of bounds, and it'll stay with Breckenridge County. Inbounds. Have him call me again. Hello? All right. Again, apologize for the technical difficulties here this evening, fighting through some cellular and phone issues here, but back with you at Whitesville Trinity with the score 43-33. Raiders leading Breckenridge County with 43 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Hunter Barr gets in the paint, spins. Off-balance shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Lance Poole, who puts it up and in. Poole with his 4th point of the ball game pulls the Tigers back to within 8 at 43-35. Hayden Dahl with the basketball for Whitesville Trinity with 20 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Hernandez with it, down to 10 seconds. Being guarded by Colton Miller. Hernandez kicks the ball out front. Here's Gates with a three, may have been partially blocked. Knocked out of bounds and will go to Breckenridge County with 1.4 seconds left here in the quarter. Tigers maybe time for one shot here as Wyatt Burnett will check back into the ball game for Breckenridge County. Jonah Miller will sit down. .4 seconds left. Burnett to inbounds at side back court. Burnett lobs it ahead. Pass is intercepted by Whitesville Trinity, who throws it off the backboard. And we have reached the end of the third quarter with the score, Whitesville Trinity 43, Breckenridge County 35. Tonight's third quarter brought to you by Commonwealth Machining. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
How many times have you called someplace and heard this?
For customer service, press 1.
At First State Bank, when you call one of their 3 locations, you'll hear this.
First State Bank, this is Michelle. How may I help you?
From opening a checking or savings account to home or commercial loans, you'll get a friendly voice ready to assist with your banking needs. Call or stop by today and find out why for more than 100 years, First State Bank, where your friends bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Online at firststatebankky.com.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here in Whitesville Trinity High School. Lee Bramlett with you as Breckenridge County trails Whitesville Trinity 43-35. Tigers saw that 5-point deficit go back to double digits at one point at 43-33. Tigers trail by as many as 12 at 43-31. But again, the Tigers have pushed it back down into single digits again. But a foul on Breckenridge County's Chase Hardesty will be his second. Team 6th against the Tigers. And that'll send Whitesville Trinity the free throw stripe. Gavin Howard at the line for the Raiders. Only has 3 points in the ball game. Missed the first but hit the second. So Howard with 4. 44-35 is the score. Tigers trail by 9 with the basketball. Here's Hunter Barr, spins. 8-footer on the way, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's controlled by Whitesville Trinity. Landon Huff has it knocked away, now caught in a double team. But a foul on Breckenridge County. Foul will be on Hunter Barr. Barr picks up his second. That'll be the team's 7th. So with 7.5 minutes to go in this ballgame, Whitesville Trinity will spend the rest of the game shooting from the free throw stripe. Landon Huff will go to the line where he's 1 of 3 on the night. First free throw attempt on the way, back of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, goes to the floor. Burnett picks it up and is promptly tied up. And we'll get actually a reach-in foul on Landon Huff. That'll be his second, the team 3rd on Whitesville Trinity. Whitesville Trinity picking up with full court pressure. Chase Hardesty with the basketball for Breckenridge County. Hardesty gets the ball to Wyatt Burnett. Burnett inside, spins off balance, puts up the shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, tracked down by Gavin Howard for Whitesville Trinity. In the front court, Trinity gets away from the double team. Try to lob the ball ahead to Landon Smith, and it's knocked away. Last touch by Breckenridge County with 7:12 left to go in this ball game. 44-35 is the count. 9-point lead in favor of Whitesville Trinity. Smith gets it in the lane. Gates' runner doesn't go. We get a whistle and an offensive foul against Whitesville Trinity. Landon Smith will pick up his 4th foul for the Raiders. And he'll come out of the game with that 4th foul. Nathan Hernandez will come into the ball game. Inbounds comes in to Colton Miller against full court pressure. Miller dribbles his way away from it. Was trying to find Poole cutting to the basket, but the pass just beyond Poole's reach. So a turnover against Breckenridge County. And the ball comes back to Whitesville Trinity with 6:52 left to go in this ball game. Tigers trail 44-35. Hernandez with the basketball. Here is Huff with a little runner. That short rebound comes down to Hunter Barr. Barr on the run, has the ball knocked away by Gavin Howard. Pass is intercepted by Wyatt Burnett. Tigers try to go ahead to Colton Miller. Get 2 players diving to the floor. Miller slow to get up as the Whitesville player bounces back up. Tigers are trying to find Colton Miller heading to the basket. And he collided with the Whitesville defender. Miller able to head off under his own power. .6:31 left to go in this game. Tigers trail by 9, 44-35. Here is Chase Hardesty, kicks the ball out. Lance Poole tries a three-pointer that is no good. We get a whistle and a foul on Whitesville Trinity. Foul is going to be on Nathan Hernandez. That'll be his first, as we'll get a full timeout with 6:26 left to go in the ball game. Whitesville Trinity 44, Breckenridge County 35. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River.
So you've heard us talking about Brandenburg Telecom, and we could have chosen any other provider for our phone, internet, TV, and security service, but we chose Brandenburg Telecom.
It is not hard to find a good deal these days. What it is hard to find is a provider that delivers the best value of service. That's exactly what we're getting with Brandenburg Telecom.
They don't trick you with introductory rates.
They don't keep you waiting for service or waiting on the phone.
When they say they're going to do something, they do it.
Brandenburg Telecom are people who live
and work
and play in my community.
They're a part of this community, and that's why they care.
If you only have one service with Brandenburg Telecom, you're missing out on their other great services.
Give them a chance.
You won't be disappointed. We're ready for the ball.
26 left to go in this ball game. Breckenridge County trails 44-35 to Whitesville Trinity. Tigers had cut it down to a 5-point deficit to start the second half, but then Whitesville Trinity stretched it out to as many as 12 at 43-35 or 43-31. Tigers trailed by 8 at the start of the quarter. The only points thus far, a Gavin Howard free throw for Whitesville Trinity, and they have taken it to a 9-point edge. Wyatt Burnett will inbounds the basketball underneath the Breckenridge County basket. Burnett looks to get the ball to Chase Hardesty. Jackson Lee gets it. Here's Lee trying to run around the three-point perimeter. Here's Lee down to the paint. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Gates for Whitesville Trinity. Landon Huff will bring it out. He'll hold the ball up with 6:05 left to go in this ball game. Tigers coming in with an empty possession there, but we get a turnover by Whitesville Trinity. Raiders have not been able to run away from the Tigers here in the early minutes of the fourth quarter. But Breckenridge County has been able to convert their opportunities. Poole with the basketball, gets it to Chase Hardesty. Hardesty with the basketball. Gets it to Barr, looking down low to Burnett. Burnett kicks it out. Hardesty bluffs the three, now steps inside. Fall away jumper from 15, no good. Poole fights for the rebound, tried to hold possession. They'll give it a jump ball. And the alternating possession favors Breckenridge County. Colton Miller and Lane Tall will check back into the lineup for Breckenridge County. They join Jackson Lee, Wyatt Burnett, and Hunter Barr. Inbounds, Burnett gets it to Lee. Lee tries the basket, little runner in the paint, front of the rim doesn't go, and the rebound comes down to Gavin Howard for Whitesville Trinity. 5.5 minutes left to go in this game. 44-35, 9-point lead in favor of Whitesville Trinity. Hayden All with the basketball, kicks it out front to Landon Huff. Howard with it. Thought about the three, doesn't get it. Now Hall back to Huff. Down to 5 minutes left to go in this game. Here's Huff going to try a three-pointer that's no good. Fight for the rebound, goes to the floor and picked up by Colton Miller for Breckenridge County. Miller ahead to Hunter Barr. Barr gets around the defender, lost the handle, ball goes out of bounds, and will stay with Whitesville Trinity. Tigers turn the ball over again. Hernandez will check into the ball game for Whitesville Trinity. Landon Smith will also check in for the Raiders with 4:51 left to go in this ball game. Hernandez with it for Whitesville Trinity. As Breckenridge County tries pressure defense, Whitesville into the front court. Here's Howard with it, going to square up for a three-pointer that is no good. Rebound chased down Landon Smith. Smith Out front to Howard. Howard spins in the paint, pulls up, 5-footer doesn't go. And Hunter Barr collects the rebound for Breckenridge County. Tigers trying to run into the front court. Here's Colton Miller running the baseline. Dishes off to Lane Tall. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Breckenridge County. So Whitesville Trinity will get it back. Again, Tigers getting opportunities here. Just cannot convert. And Whitesville maintains the 9-point lead. Landon Smith in the front court to Gavin Howard as Whitesville Trinity overcomes the press. Here's Hernandez with it for Trinity. Again, they're moving to the far side of the gym, the east side of the gym, as we're watching them from the west end zone. Landon Smith at the top of the key, hands it off to Gavin Howard. And we'll get a charging call on Gavin Howard, excuse me. Howard picks up the foul, his first. That is the team's 7th against Trinity. Breckenridge County has committed 8 fouls. Now Whitesville Trinity will pick up with full court pressure. Pass intercepted by Howard, intended for Wyatt Burnett. So Whitesville Trinity again with the basketball. Hernandez with it, being guarded by Lane Tall. Hernandez dribbles to the left, now kicks it back to Landon Smith. Here is Howard, dishes down low for Smith, has his shot blocked, but is fouled by Breckenridge County. Burnett and Barr were in the vicinity. I believe they will get Hunter Barr with the foul. That is Barr's 3rd. And that will send Landon Smith to the free throw line. Smith averages 12 points a game, had 12 in that opener against Davis County, has not scored here tonight. Smith will get 2 free throws here with 3:40 left in this ball game. First free throw is good. 45-35 now the score with 3:40 left in regulation. Second free throw on the way front of the rim, no good. Jackson Lee collects the rebound. Lane Tall with it for Breckenridge County. Tall drives into the lane. Rudder off the glass and in. Lane Tall's first point to the ball game. Makes it 45-37, Whitesville Trinity. Raiders with the basketball as here's Smith, kicks it over to All. Hands it back to Hernandez. Thought about the 3 for a moment. Then pulled the ball back and will run the offense with 3:14 left to go in this game. Landon Smith with it, dishes the ball off to Branson Howard. Back to Hernandez, being guarded by Jackson Lee, working our way to 3 minutes left in regulation. 45-37 the score. Howard with the basketball, being guarded by Wyatt Burnett, back to All. All gets the ball to Hernandez. Back to All, now to Branson Howard. Howard gets a step inside, dishes the ball for Landon Smith, pass intercepted by Hunter Barr. And Breckenridge County heading the other way, behind the back dribble. Over in the corner, Lee will square up for a 3 on the left side, no good. Rebound, Colton Miller goes back up, lays it up too strong. Rebound comes down to Whitesville Trinity. That has really been the story of this second half. Tigers have had some chances, just have not been able to convert at the other end. A drive by Hernandez is met by a foul from Hunter Barr. And that'll be Barr's 4th. So you've got Hunter Barr with 4, Landon Smith with 4 for Whitesville Trinity. As right now, stoppage in play as the officials are checking with All to see, thinking he may have gotten a bloody nose or a cut to the face. They'll bring Landon Huff off the bench to replace him. As to the line, it is Nathan Hernandez, first free throw attempts of the night. Whitesville Trinity only 2 points in this quarter, as they are 2 of 5 from the line. But Breckenridge County only taking advantage of it on a Lane Tall basket. Free throw on the way is good. Hernandez with his 6th point of the ball game. 46-37, 9-point lead for Trinity. Here's Wyatt Burnett, gets inside, splits the defenders, puts up a nice shot, and puts it through. Burnett with 4 points of the ball game. 46-39, 2:08 left to go. And we'll get a whistle and a foul on Breckenridge County trying to pressure the ball. Foul is going to be on Colton Miller as he picks up his 4th. So Hernandez will go to the free throw stripe. First free throw is no good. Hernandez with 6 points in the ball game, 1 of 3 from the line. He'll get another attempt with 2:08 left to go in the game. Free throw is no good. Hunter Barr comes down with a rebound. Jackson Lee across the time stripe. Barr with it on the left side, gets the ball down to Burnett. Draws the double team, forces up the shot, and draws the foul. So he'll head to the line with 1:57 left to go in this ball game. Foul is going to be on Nick Gates for Whitesville Trinity. That is his second. So Wyatt Burnett goes to the free throw stripe with 1:57 to go. His first attempt kicks off the back of the rim, no good. Burnett with 4 points in the ball game. That was his first free throw attempt of the night. Lance Poole will check in for Breckenridge County with 1:57 left to go. Braden Carmen will come in to replace Colton Miller. Burnett, one more free throw upcoming. On the way, front of the rim, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Breckenridge County gets it back. Jacob Henning will check into the ball game. Hunter Barr will also come in, as will Colton Miller. Coach Jeff LaGrange playing that situational defense at the moment. He'll get Barr back in with 1:55 left to go in this game. 46-39 the score. Here is off balance by Colton Miller, no good, Lane Tall. And the rebound comes down to Nathan Hernandez with 1:48 left to go in the ball game. We'll get a whistle and foul on Breckenridge County's Lane Tall. That'll be his second. And it's double bonus the rest of the way for Whitesville Trinity. Still yet to make a field goal here in this fourth quarter. And just 3 of 8 from the free throw line as Hernandez makes it 3 of 9. One more attempt upcoming for Hernandez. Chase Hardesty will check in to replace Jacob Henning with 1:46 left to go in this ball game. Second attempt on the way by Hernandez. This one is good. Again, 5 of 10 from the line here in this quarter for Whitesville Trinity. 47-39, down to 1:40 left to go in this ball game. Colton Miller launches a 3 that is no good. Rebound comes down to Landon Huff. Whitesville Trinity spreading the floor right now as Howard with the basketball gets it to Hernandez. Being chased by Lane Tall. Hernandez looking for someone to get it to. Now Landon Huff takes it, kicks it over to Hernandez. Back out to Huff with 1:11 to go. Huff drives, kicks it to the corner. Landon Smith gets the ball to Gavin Howard with 1:02 left to go. Landon Smith with it on the inside. Here's Huff, lays it off the glass and in. First basket of the quarter for Whitesville Trinity. Huff's 11th point of the night. That makes it 49-39 with 48 seconds left to go in the ball game. Hunter Barr goes inside, lost the handle, tries to throw it off a Whitesville player and does. Substitution, Jonah Miller will check into the ball game for Breckenridge County with 43.1 seconds left to go in this ball game. Initially, they lined up as thinking it was going to be a foul. The referee acknowledged his miscall there as we'll get a whistle and a foul on Whitesville Trinity with 41.7 seconds remaining. Foul is going to be on Landon Smith, and his night has come to an end. Smith will finish the game with just 1 point after scoring 12 in the opener against Davis County. Smith sits down 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 1 point. With 41.7 seconds left to go in this ball game. Breckenridge County, that amount of time from falling to 0-3 on the season as Hunter Barr hits the free throw for his 14th point of the night. Makes it a 49-40 ball game. Second attempt on the way is good. Barr with 15 to make it 49-41. Foul on Breckenridge County. And the foul will be on Chase Hardesty, trying to stop the clock. Hardesty will pick up his third foul. Now Landon Huff will go to the line for 2 shots with 38.9 seconds remaining. Huff now with 12 points in the ball game after the made free throw to make it 50-41, Whitesville Trinity. Free throw on the way. This one is good. Take it up to 13 points for Huff and make it 51-41. As underneath here is Jonah Miller, puts it off the glass and in. Miller with his first points of the season here with a basket. And Breckinridge County will take a timeout. We will as well. It is 51-43, Whitesville Trinity by 8. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River.
Experience the difference of the Big Green Egg ceramic cooker from Irvington Gas Company. It's a smoker, a grill, and oven, all in one. It's easy to start, reaching cooking temperatures in just 10 minutes with temperature control so you can cook to perfection. It's safer to use and it's easy to clean up. Stop by Irvington Gas Company on Highway 79 to see the Big Green Egg and other gas grills available. Irvington Gas Company, serving this area for more than 75 years.
32 seconds left to go in regulation. Breckinridge County trails 51-43. Landon Huff inbounds the basketball to Hernandez. Tigers trying to foul to stop the clock. All alone here is Hatfield underneath. Pump fakes, waits for the player to move past him, and Hatfield puts it up and in for his 5th point of the ball game. 53-43, under 15 seconds to go, and we get a whistle and a foul as the Tigers lose the basketball. Foul, I believe, is going to be on Chase Hardesty for Breckinridge County. That'll be his 4th. And we'll head down to the other end to shoot free throws as Nathan Hernandez, 2 of 6 on the night from the line. Make it 3 of 7 as he hits the free throw. Hernandez with 8 points in the ball game. Second free throw is good. That'll make it 55-43 as the clock continues to roll down to 12 seconds left to go. Hardesty with the basketball. Leland boarded the ball game. Here's Jonah Miller going to fire up a 3. A Joe Bennett backhoe plumbing and rental 3 on the bank. 5 for Miller on the ball game, and that will do it as time runs out. Final score, Whitesville Trinity 55, Breckinridge County 46. Tonight's 4th quarter brought to you by Hardensburg Nursing and Rehab. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
If you need home medical equipment, rely on Taylor Pharmacy. They deliver home medical equipment such as oxygen, lip chairs, hospital beds, and CPAP machines to Breckinridge and surrounding counties. They have everything a patient needs for recuperating at home. Taylor Pharmacy does so much more than fill prescriptions. They carry a full line of diabetic chews, have a gift department, and of course make delicious tailor-made fudge in a variety of flavors that include sugar-free. Stop by Taylor Pharmacy in Hardensburg and see why your family and the Taylor Pharmacy family make a good team.
With you at Whitesville Trinity High School, where the final score reads Whitesville Trinity 55, Breckinridge County 46. Tigers broke out to an early 9-2 lead in this ball game, but then Whitesville Trinity went on an 18-2 run, and that, for all intents and purposes, decided the game. Whitesville Trinity, by the time the run ended early in the second quarter, was up 20-11. They led by as many as 13 in the second quarter at 32-19. Then Breckinridge County closed with an 8-0 run to end the quarter, cut the deficit down to 32-27 at halftime, but could draw no further in the ball game as Whitesville Trinity stretched the lead back out to as many as 12 in the third quarter at 43-31. They led by 8 at the end of the third, 43-35. Then the game bogged down really in the fourth quarter. Neither team able to have success at getting to the basket. However, Whitesville Trinity was able to knock down some free throws during that stretch. Breckinridge County could draw really no closer in this ball game than at 7 at 46-39. Whitesville Trinity would stretch it back out to a 10-point lead at 49-39. They would have at least as many as a 12-point lead at 55-43 late before Jonah Miller with a three-point basket late made it 55-46, the final score. Our post-game coverage brought to you by TGH Machine and Welding and Arms Family Chiropractic. We'll be back with a look at final scoring in just a moment. This is Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
Bluegrass Lumber and Hardware is proud to support Fighting Tiger football. Bluegrass Lumber is your local source for home interior products. Our full-service kitchen cabinetry program will take you from measurement to design to installation. Combined with our selection of beautiful, durable LVT flooring, custom-fit countertops, and vibrant PPG Porter paint, we can help bring your home to life. Stop by and see us at Bluegrass Lumber on Highway 60 in Hardinsburg. Best of luck to quarterback Parker Davis and the Fighting Tigers this season from all of us at Bluegrass Lumber.
Final score tonight, Breckenridge County Fighting Tigers fall to Whitesville Trinity 55-46. Let's take a look at the final scoring for the ball game. For Breckenridge County, who drops to 0-3 on the season, they are led on the night by Hunter Barr as he finishes unofficially with 15 points on the night, the only player to get to double-figure scoring. From there, it was Braden Carman with 6 points for the Tigers, 5 each in the ball game to Chase Hardesty and Jonah Miller, 4 points to Lance Poole, 4 points to Wyatt Burnett, 2 points in the ball game to Jacob Henning and to Lane Tall. Also, Devin Spalding with 1 point in the ball game for Breckenridge County. Whitesville Trinity improves to 2-0 on the season. They only put one in double-figure scoring, and that was Landon Huff, who finishes the night with 13 points. They had 4 just on the cusp. 9 points in the ball game going to Nathan Hernandez, 9 points to Nick Gates, and 9 points to Hayden All. From there, 5 points in the ball game to Connor Hatfield, 4 to Gavin Howard, 3 points to Branson Howard, 2 points in the ball game to Nolan Huff, and 1 point to Landon Smith. 55-46 is the final score tonight. The Fighting Tigers fall to Whitesville Trinity. We'll go ahead and wrap things up coming up after one more word from our sponsors as Fighting Tiger Sports continues here on 104.3 The River and WXBC1043.com.
It's that time again. Time for the boys of fall to take the field and time for Jobin Tobacco to help you get your job done. There's no job too big or small for JBB. We're committed to making sure that our team of operators, drivers, plumbers, staff, and equipment are some of the best in the business. So stop by 214 Old Highway 60 or call us at 756-2946. Jobin Tobacco Plumbing and Rental have been proudly serving and supporting Breckenridge County and the Fighting Tiger football team. From all of us at JBB, go Tigers.
Back with you at Whitesville Trinity to wrap things up in the game that took place prior to the boys contest earlier this evening. The Lady Tigers defeated Whitesville Trinity by the score of 64-28. No time to either reflect, celebrate, or mourn the results from tonight as both teams are right back in action tomorrow night. The Lady Tigers and Fighting Tigers head to Cloverport to take on the Aces and Lady Aces. Girls game starts at 5:30 tomorrow afternoon. Our coverage begins around 5:15. The boys game will follow at approximately 7 o'clock. And the game just concluded here. The Fighting Tigers fall to Whitesville Trinity 55-46. Thanks to Shanna Bramlett here on site at Whitesville Trinity. Also back in Hardinsburg, Gene Webster and Colby Knuckle for their assistance getting through our issues this evening. So until tomorrow evening, this is Lee Bramlett saying so long for now. You've been listening to Fighting Tiger Sports from 104.3 The River, WXBC1043.com, and the 104.3 The River mobile app.